Welcome into White House Field. Alex Feuz with you alongside Cade Crenshaw. Pre-game show as the Wareham Gatemen visit Harwich for the first time this season. We'll be doing some lineups, and also our own Foley sat down with Hogan Windish before the game, one of the Gatemen's really true hitters at the plate, second best batting average on this team. So for Harwich, who have lost 4 out of their last 5, leading things off for them, Nick Goody batting in the leadoff spot, followed by Kenny Lavari in the 2 spot. Batting third is Brock Wilkin, the designated hitter. Batting fourth and behind the plate is Kyle Teal. Batting fifth in left field is Mac Guschetti. Batting sixth is Tommy Sideline in right field, followed by Gino Gruz. Batting eighth is Chase Engelhard. And to finish out this Harwich Mariners lineup is Cole Harding.
Meanwhile, across the way for the visiting or Wareham Gatemen in the leadoff spot for the second straight game, but he's catching tonight. It's Arizona State's Ryan Campos. Batting second, and in left field is Hogan Windish. Batting in the 3 spot, Alex, a player making his Gateman debut in tonight's ball game, a first baseman from Creighton, and Alan Roden. In the cleanup spot, the designated hitter from Nebraska, it's Max Anderson. Batting fifth, Clemson's Blake Wright. He'll play at short. Batting seventh at second base is Jack Hausinger. Batting sixth will be Hausinger. Batting seventh in right field's Kellum Clark. Batting eighth is Derek Fabian. He's on the hot corner at third. And batting ninth in center field is Michael Robertson. Meanwhile, the Gateman will jog out Jacob Cravey, the right-hander from Sanford, on the bump.
Yeah, Cravey is going to have to do something to just continue this. I mean, the starters have never been the issue this season for the Gatemen. It's always been sometimes the middle reliever, right? The guy in between either the starter and the closer that comes into this game. And the Gatemen on a 4-game losing streak, looking to stop that tonight. But both of these two teams looking to just try to get their footing back and back into the win column here tonight on what is a beautiful, beautiful Wednesday evening for a perfect game of baseball. But let's send it down to the field for our own Claire Foley, who sat down with one of the all-stars so far on this Gateman team, and Hogan Windish. Claire?
Thanks, guys. Here with Hogan Windish. Hogan, you've had hits in 8 of your 9 games here. What's your mentality been at the plate?
The pitchers here are going to try to attack the zone early, so I'm just going to try to attack the pitches early and try to do damage as often as I can.
And Coach Shapiro has had you consistently in that 2 spot. Is that somewhere you feel comfortable?
Yeah, I mean, he's trusted in me to get the job done up at the top of the lineup, so I've just been trying to do my job and get it done each day.
And now coming off a 4-game losing streak, what do you guys need to do today to turn it around?
I don't think we need to overthink anything. I just think we need to keep playing our game, and things will start falling into place for us if we keep playing hard and just competing.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Hogan.
Well, Windish had so many great things to say on that, and, let's just listen back and talk over that last question that Claire asked Windish. What exactly does this team need to do to turn things around? And he brings up great points, right? You don't want to overthink things. I think overall this team has really turned it around after their first 3 games. They were struggling at the plate, only hit 128 in the first 3 games of the season, Cade. And ever since then, they've been able to hit. They scored 3 runs against a team that is still undefeated, and last night in Katuitt. So what exactly does this team need to do tonight to come out and really put a stamp and get back in the win column tonight?
Well, I think the big issue is you don't think about the losing streak. Oftentimes when you're in a tough go, it just gets in your mind, and then the mental aspect of this game catches up to you. The play on the field's difficult to overcome as it is. When the mental aspect comes into play, it makes things that much more difficult, especially when you look at tonight's batting order. Alex, I think one thing you see Harvey Shapiro going with is a lot of veterans in there. A senior in Hogan Windish, a grad in Alan Roden, a senior in Jack Hausinger, and a few upperclassmen scattered across the order as well. Top to bottom, he's going with veteranship and experience to try to snap this team back on the right track.
Yeah, and I think that's exactly what he needed to do, right? We looked at the first game of the doubleheader a few days ago when they faced Vision Hunt against a team in Chatham that has been spotty, right, hot and cold all throughout the season. But Vision Hunt really shut down that offense. But what's interesting is only one guy had a strikeout against Vision Hunt, who struck out almost 8 players. And all of those players, except for the one guy, was either a freshman or sophomore in college. So you send out this lineup, and there are some new faces, obviously, in the 3-hole tonight. Allen Roden, first appearance in a Gateman uniform this summer. And like I said, relying on the seniority of this team is crucial here tonight.
It really is, and I think the biggest thing for Wareham as a group is, obviously you want to erase the tough go you had as far as winning games, but I look back to last night. Now, Katuitt, a very, very good team. I think they're obviously the favorites right now to win the league with what's the 4th best start in Cape League history at 8-0. But every single player last night in the Kettleers order had a base hit. Cravey has to take command early in this night's game.
And we'll be right back. National Anthem, first pitch, and more coming up right here on the Wareham Gateman Broadcast Network.
We appreciate and thank the sponsors who support the Cape League and the 10 teams. Our corporate sponsors are the financial backbone of the league. It is with their support that we are able to preserve our long-standing tradition of providing the best family entertainment here on Cape Cod, free of charge. On behalf of the 9 other teams, the Wareham Gatemen, league officers, and the entire Cape League family, we would like to announce and thank our 2022 corporate sponsors. With much appreciation, we recognize the Yawkey Foundation, Gibson Sotheby's, Curry College, the 99 Restaurants, Coca-Cola Bottling of Cape Cod, Badger Sport, Zephyr Hats, Cape Cod 5 Cents Saving Bank, Milton Cat, Mosquito Marys, Massachusetts State Lottery. We will be back to you in the next inning for the second half of this outstanding list of loyal sponsors.
Well, welcome back to White House Field. Alex Feuz, Cade Crenshaw, and our own Claire Foley with you for what is a perfect night for some collegiate baseball on this beautiful Wednesday night. Not a cloud to be seen above the field of play. Cade, you know a little bit about Carson Reed on this mound. You saw him last summer. What exactly can you tell our own audience how exactly the offense should approach a guy in Carson Reed?
Well, Carlson's a guy. He's a fastball, slider, changeup. As far as his repertoire goes, fastball is going to sit in the mid-90s. I think he's probably going to top out, probably around 96, 97. He's on a lot of draft boards for next year. He's not draft eligible for July, but look ahead to next year. The kid out of West Virginia, tall, 6'4", right-hander. And the way he throws, he brings that back leg carrying over high in the air. It's a really interesting delivery, and it's one of my favorites to see. But the biggest thing that this offense can do to approach him on the other side of things is he's going to take command of the zone. You're going to disrupt his rhythm some, and because once Carlson gets going and he's in the zone, it's tough to knock him out. And that's why he had 5 strikeouts in 5 innings in his first appearance of the summer earlier this week for Harwich. So what can this offense do? Maybe take some times out of the plate, slow the game down, then speed it up, go back and forth. Anything you can do to get an advantage on this guy, it's going to work in your favor.
Well, those, I guess you could say, those are your keys to the game. And before this first pitch, I wrote down my own keys to the game, and I kind of touched on it earlier in the pregame show, is the middle relief portion of this Gateman pitching staff, right? The starters haven't really been the issue. Besides Sansone, who just tried to get out of that jam with the bases loaded. The one mistake pitch ultimately lost him the game in the grand slam for Chatham in that first game of the doubleheader, but the middle relief, the big hit, number 2, right? Come up with a timely hit and then finally put the ball in play. You have to be careful of how many strikeouts you have, but with the seniority lineup here tonight for the Gatemen, they have that factor. First pitch swinging as Campos lines that one foul right over the bullpen's head of the Mariners.
Alex, someone asked me earlier what I thought the difference was in last night's loss to Katuitt. And for me, the biggest stat that really hung with me all day was the Gatemen only put the leadoff man on once in 9 innings yesterday.
0-1 pitch. That one hit well in left field, but drifting foul and running out of room. We'll watch that one. So Campos quickly behind here, 0-2. Campos catching behind the plate.
Second straight day in the leadoff spot.
DH'd on Tuesday, behind the plate here tonight. Yesterday had a different lineup. Both had Peter Burns and Ryan Campos, the 2 catchers of this Gateman team, but tonight only Campos in the lineup. Well, Carlson Reed ahead here. The 0-2 pitch, that one a slow grounder on the right side of the infield. Engelhard will play it and throw to first in time, 1 away. If you're a pitcher like Reed, how much of a deep breath do you take after that first out is recorded in an inning?
Oh, it's huge because, and especially a play like that where you saw the guy chop 2 deep down the left field line but in foul territory, then you elevate a fastball up in the zone, and he's able to put it on the ground, rolls over it, and his defense is behind him. Putting the leadoff man down is crucial for a pitcher.
Here's Hogan Windish, looks at a breaking pitch low. 1-0 the count. Here Windish. The pitch just outside. Now 2-0 the count, and Windish swinging a hot bat coming in tonight, hitting .323, 4 doubles, 5 RBIs on the early part of the season. Check swing, he did go around. Now 2 balls, 1 strike. You're on Windish.
Windish leading the CCBL in 2 different categories, those 4 doubles and also 4 hit by pitches.
2-1, and there for a called strike. Looked like he went slider on that one. Evens up the count. Alan Roden, a new face in this Gateman offense. Highly touted prospect out of Creighton. The pitch cut out and miss. Nasty breaking pitch there from Reed. Now 2 away. First strikeout of the night for Carlson Reed.
He went fastball inside for the 2 strikes. That time there, elevates a changeup, and Windish takes the bait.
So now with 2 away and nobody on, here's Alan Roden. Pitch just outside. Oh, 1-0 the count to Roden. The pitch upstairs. 2-0 the count to the left-hander from Creighton. From Middleton, Wisconsin. Was signed and activated by the Gatemen just a few hours before first pitch.
Show and go.
2-0 taken outside. Now 3-0 the count to match his number. Sporting number 30 this season for the Gatemen. Looks like he's still sporting the Creighton batting gloves though. Royal blue gloves. The pitch taken for a called strike. 3-1 the count to Roden. Not too shabby. Show up on your first day and batting in the 3 spot. The 3-1 taken high upstairs for a walk. So Roden will be on first with 2 away. Here at the top of the first, no score.
That's where experience matters, especially in a crucial spot in your order like the 3-hole. Alex, patient at the plate. Those elevated fastballs that Carlson Reeds has been sending across the letters of the first 2 Gateman hitters. They both took the bait on and couldn't connect. It's hard to hit 93 when it's up at your chest. That time, though, Roden's patient. He saw those first 2 ABs. Just, I'm going to let these miss high and find a way on the base paths.
Well, here's Max Anderson, DHing today. Looks at a first pitch outside, 1-0 the count. And this is the guy, if you look at the batting average, right, the old school stat, the one that you always look at first on the backside of a baseball card, is a cool 125. But if you look at a new stat that a lot of players are actually looking at, BABIP, batted balls in play, it's about 80 points higher. The pitch popped up in the infield, now drifting out. Harding calling him off in center field to make the play to end the inning. Oh, no runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 man left here on the top of the first, no score. The Mariners up to bat next right here on the Wareham Gateman Broadcast Network.
Curry College is where you go to become anything you want. Curry prepares students to engage in successful careers with learning beyond the classroom. Explore undergraduate programs, NCAA Division III athletics, and continuing education and graduate studies, including fifth-year master's programs at curry.edu.
Mosquito bites and ticks. No, yikes! When the bugs get scary, just call Mosquito Mary's 866 Ask Mary, or visit us at mosquitomarys.com.
We're into the bottom of the first inning. Alex Feuz, Cade Crenshaw, and Claire Foley, our sideline reporter, with you on this perfect Wednesday night for baseball. As Jacob Cravey takes the mound here for the Gatemen in the bottom half of the first inning. We're looking at a right-hander, 6'6", 225 junior out of Samford University, looking for his second appearance here this summer for the Gatemen. What are you looking for most out of him tonight, Cade?
Well, you look back for Cravey's first outing against the Hyannis Harbor Hawks last week. Went 3 innings, gave up 4 hits, including half of those going for extra bases. He's got to play some small ball against these hitters today and do more ground balls.
Well, it'll be Nick Goodwin to lead things off. I would assume that his nickname already is Goody, as that one was written in the lineup officially in the dugout. Oh, Cravey deals a first pitch low. Now 1-0 the count. Here the righty Goody. Cravey delivers quickly to 1-0. Lifted foul. Now the right field side out of play.
Cravey 71 strikeouts and 82 2/3 this spring at Samford. Not a guy who depends on the swing and miss. He's going to be a ground ball guy. We're going to see more balls put in play tonight than maybe we saw in last night's game with Matt Jason.
The 1-1 pitch. Looked like he went, but the first base umpire says no. So 2-1 the count. Goodwin out of Kansas State. Hometown Overland Park, Kansas. I believe if my geography is right, that's about 25-30 minutes away from Kansas City, Missouri. Cravey deals a 2-1 pitch, taken for a called strike, even up the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The bottom half of the first inning, no score.
Derek Fabian getting his second start of the season at third base, and his first one against Chatham. Not a single ball went his way.
2-2 high. Now 3-2 the count. And I mean, this is the team that almost every single night now for the past 4 or 5 nights, we've seen someone new either take the field or have a pinch hit opportunity or come out of the pen. So keeps us on our toes in the broadcast booth as a 3-2 taken up and in. So a leadoff walk to Goodwin.
Not the start Cady was looking for. Not only does he put the leadoff man on, but he drives up the pitch count as well. So now it's 6.
So Goodwin on first, Nobody out. At the bottom of the first, both of these two clubs have struggled over the last few games as we've now made our way through the second week of this season. And Gravy deals a pitch fouled away behind home. Well, first pitch strike here to Kenny Lavari.
Mentioned Wareham trying to snap a 4-game skid. Harwich has lost 4 of their last 5, so one of these two teams is going to get back on the right track tonight. Unless we tie.
Unless we tie, I was just going to say. Gravy delivers a pitch low. 1 ball, 1 strike here to Lavari out of Old Dominion. What a great baseball school, Old Dominion. One of the most underrated colleges in college baseball, in my opinion. Justin Verlander.
There's been some decent players in recent years for the Monarchs.
Vinny Pasquantino.
Soon to get his Royals call-up, I'm sure.
We'll see, hopefully soon. 1-1 pitch. Taken for a strike.
I know your Royals fandom would love to see a fresh face on that ball club.
I get asked almost every day. 1 ball, 2 strikes here to the lefty Lavari. The Monarchs had a great run this season. Competed very deep into the playoffs in the pitch. Check over to first, but Goodwin gets back. And plenty of time. Did get dirty sliding in back to first base. So Gravy ahead here, 1-2 to Lavari. Brock Wilkin on deck. Gravy out of the stretch here. The 1-2 pitch. Upstairs. 2-2 the count. Gravy got ahead. 1-2. Lavari looking to challenge him right now.
11th pitch of the inning upcoming, and he's just on his second batter.
Gravy now set. And runner goes. The pitch is upstairs. The throw down to second base is going to be in time to get Goodwin. Goodwin in disbelief now slowly jogs to the Mariners dugout. Oh, 1 away. A good throw down from Campos there, and haven't seen too much of him defensively behind the plate. I think Burns has really got more time behind there. But what a great arm to get a very speedy Goodwin.
First time the Gatemen have caught a man stealing this year.
The payoff pitch, a hit well into right. Clark drifting over to his right there to make the play. Oh, 2 away. Well, we mentioned defensively, both Campos and Clark. But in the outfield from left to right, Hogan Windish at left, Michael Robertson in center, and again, Kellum Clark in right field. In the infield from left to right, Derek Fabian at third base, Blake Wright at shortstop, Jack Hausinger at second base, and the new face is Alan Roden at first. Behind the plate, obviously, Ryan Campos, and on the mound, Jacob Gravy. Well, here's Brock Wilkin with 2 outs here in the bottom of the first, no score. Pitch upstairs, 1-0 the count. One of the latest games we've had this season. First pitch at 6:30, the 1-0, in there for a strike. A cool night, gonna drop down in the low 60s. Was a perfect, I would say, maybe a late spring day. Definitely not an early summer day as the pitch up high. Just a second day of summer, Cade, and I know this is a different summer for you up here in the Northeast, but the next 10 days, not supposed to get over 80 except for one. 2-1. Just outside, now 3-1 the count. You can see Fabian jumping around over there at third. I think he's just anticipating his first play. The Cape Cod Collegiate game. Hausinger battling the sun over at second base as it begins to set. That one taken for a strike. Works it full. There's a shadow on the left side of the infield that makes it easy for Fabian, but mostly everyone else has to deal with it. The 3-2 pitch to Wilkin. That one lined up the middle, and he will get through for a base hit into center field. So a nice 2-out hit for the Mariners to continue the bottom of the first.
And that was a good piece of hitting for Brock, because he comes up, battles deep into an AB, which is, well, so far we've seen from this Mariners team, they're not afraid to be patient at the plate and wait for the pitch they're looking for. He battles 5 pitches in. Finally, number 5 is it, and it's a liner back up the middle.
Well, here's Kyle Teal, who has struggled this season. 1 for 20. Only 1 ribby this summer so far. Wilkin on first, and the pitch low. Good stop there from Campos behind home.
A player that did something that I don't think I've really seen that much in recent years other players do. Last summer out of Virginia, great true freshman season, goes to Team USA. They're in Cary, North Carolina. After their trial run was completed with Team USA's short schedule, he goes and plays in the Northwoods League.
1-0, low and inside, now 2-0 the count, and from what we've seen from Cravey so far, he's struggled to really get ahead, only getting ahead of 1 batter so far. And
the command hasn't been on for Jacob tonight, but it's still early. It's still the first inning, and he can still respond.
Cravey set out of the stretch. Wilkin on first. The 2-0 hit well, and it will get past Hausinger at second base and through for a base hit into right field. Oh, first and second now for the Mariners with 2 outs in the bottom half of the first inning.
Once again, Cravey has to keep the composure. He understands that his command has not been on point so far to start this ball game, but keep the composure under control and just work out of this inning. He just needs 1 out. It can be a fly ball. Now it can be a ground ball really to any base with runners at first and second, or, of course, he's looking for that first strikeout.
Well, here's Ryan McCarty. First and second, 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. No score. Cravey deals the first pitch just outside. 1-0 the count, again falling behind here on McCarty. The 1-0 pitch, that one hit well, but fouled away over the third base dugout. 1 ball, 1 strike to McCarty. McCarty out of Penn State Abington. 2 for 12 so far this summer. It's an offense that has struggled so far. Only hitting 184 coming into today. That one, fly ball to center field. Robertson now drifts in there to make the play to end the inning. Oh, no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 Mariners left at the end of 1 inning of play. No score. Head to the top of the second. Stay with us right here on the Gateman Radio Network.
The 99 Restaurant and Pub is proud to be a sponsor of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Visit your local 99 and try their famous Colossal Lobster Rolls, piled high on a grilled brioche and served hot buttered or just the right amount of mayo and celery with fries and coleslaw. The 99, always the real deal.
The Wareham-based 80 Makepeace Company, founded in 1854, is the world's largest cranberry grower and the largest private property owner in eastern Massachusetts. The company supports organizations like the Wareham Gateman and projects like the outdoor cranberry bog classroom that you may have passed on your way in. Visit admakepeace.com to learn more.
Top of the second, no score. Alex Feuz, Cade Crenshaw, and our own Claire Foley On tonight's broadcast, it'll be Blake Wright, Jack Hausinger, and Kellum Clark due up here for the Gatemen, who have yet to get a hit so far tonight, already being out hit 2-0 in the top of the second inning. No score, though. Right, the home run bomber from 2 games ago, and a go-ahead shot, 2-run home run in the first game of the doubleheader, but wasn't enough for the Gatemen to win that one. The pitch low. 2-0 the count now. Two balls, no strikes. Here to the righty, right at the plate. And Reed deals the pitch low. Now 3-0 the count. Roden walked back in the top of the first for the Gatemen. The pitch just outside, so right worked a 4-pitch walk to lead off this inning.
5 batters faced for Carlson Reed. He's walked 2 of them. So if the Gatemen can just continue battling through, like I said in the pregame, Alex, if they can put the leadoff man on, they'll have success in this game. I would think in a 9-inning ball game, you need to put the leadoff man on 4 or 5 times to put yourself in a good position to score runs.
So here's Jack Hausinger. Right on first, nobody out. And the top of the second, no score. Reed delivers a pitch upstairs. Now 1-0 the count, and you'll see Teal jog out to the mound and talk with Reed to just settle him down. Had a strong first inning, and now if you have to throw a strike here in the bottom half or top half of the second.
5 pitches, like you said, Alex, all missing the zone, and a lot of them are just missing high. It just seems like his release has been a tad bit early this inning compared to last. And Kyle Teal, an experienced catcher out of Virginia, just jogs out, hey, man, don't worry about it. That's one batter. You can settle in here, and I know you're behind in the count, but get back in front.
Right off first, about 5 steps off the bag. The 1-0 pitch upstairs, now 2-0 the count. And Kyle Teal, again, the experience playing in as a factor just there. It's still early on in the inning. The walk won't affect him right here. And another check to first base, though. Right, slides back in. 2 balls, no strikes. Here's the lefty Hausinger. Hausinger 8 for 25, hitting .320. The pitch up high again, and I mean these pitchers are nowhere close near the zone right now.
They really aren't. Reed is struggling, that's for sure. 7 pitches, all missing the zone here in this inning. He's about to walk his second straight batter on a 4-0 count.
And a part of the lineup that can be dangerous. The 3-0 pitch, just in there for a called strike.
Hausinger's got this move where he uses his stature in his advantage, dances a little bit, more of a reaction in the box, try to get the call. Sometimes it's worked, sometimes it's been off.
The time called by Hausinger at the plate.
All he did there was try to disrupt Reed. He saw him, he's snapping into a rhythm. Let's try to get him back out of it.
3-1 incoming. Pitch in there for a strike. Hausinger thought it was ball 4. Made his way out of the left-hander's batter's box. Now retreats to climb back in.
Reed's going inside fastball, back-to-back now.
A payoff pitch incoming here. Runner goes. The pitch gets away in the dirt. Looking for third, now going for is right. Teal is going to throw down the third base, and it's going to be not in time. Everyone is safe. Now runners on first and third with nobody out here in the top of the second inning.
Kyle Teal, a delayed reaction to that ball. Not only did it get all the way to the backstop, but it's a chain link fence backstop, so there was no ricochet on it. So once it got there, it just stopped along the backside dirt, and Teal had to jog all the way back there. By the time he even was approaching the baseball box, before he even picked it up, Wright was rounding second.
And it's probably one of the deepest backstops in this league.
It is.
First and third, nobody out. And the top of the second, still no score, but the Gatemen threatening here. Reed deals a first pitch swinging by Clark, fouls that one away. 1-1.
Clark, a player who burst onto the scene at Hyannis. 3 for 5 night with 3 doubles, has since gone quietly offensively. Last 2 ABs, both strikeouts.
Reed set right below the shoulders. The 0-1 pitch, a grounder on the right side, could be to Engelhardt. Throws it over to Goodwin. On to first to Grooves. In time to turn a 4-6-3 double play, but the run and Blake Wright does score, and the Gatemen take a 1-0 lead on a double play in the top of the second inning.
If the run was going to score, that was best case scenario, I think, for Carlson Reed, because now that clears the base paths and puts 2 outs on the board. And now those early miscues cost him a run, but he can battle back.
Well, Derek Fabian will climb in the right side of the batter's box and take a first strike pitch from Reed behind here 0-1, and Fabian, another new face, just joining just a few days ago. That one bouncing in. 1 ball, 1 strike. Hitter Fabian. So 1-0 Gateman lead. They're in the top of the second. Lights not on yet here at White House Field. The 1-1 pitch in there for strike 2, and now Reed 1 strike away from getting out of this first and third jam that ended up being, like you said, Cade, the best case scenario. Double play, but the runner at third does score, but clears the bases. The 1-2 pitch just outside. 2-2 the count.
Reed went slider away to see if Fabian would chase.
The 2-2 pitch, cut out and missed. A big strikeout to end the inning. But 1 run does score. No hits, no errors, and nobody left. 1-0 Gatemen. We head to the bottom of the second. Stay with us.
The Gateway Tavern, located on Marion Road in Wareham, offers an extensive but not exhaustive array of menu choices. They search for the finest in foods, ranging from garden fresh produce to hand-selected seafood, and have special menus that change daily. The Gateway Tavern is proud to be the official helmet of the Wareham Gatemen.
For sales and rentals of Caterpillar machinery, generators, and marine engines, visit MiltonCat.com, your area cat dealer. Milton Cat, the Cape and Islands Caterpillar dealer, is proud to be a sponsor of today's game.
We want our money to work as hard for us when we retire as we did working to accumulate it. My name is Steve Anzoni, and I am president of Fairway Financial Insurance Agency. Money is just a tool to help you to do what you ultimately want to do, which is to travel, spend time with your kids, grandkids, and do other stuff. And I want to be the guy that's going to help you navigate the course of life, to help you avoid those sand traps and get you onto the green and into the hole with greater financial confidence.
Bottom of the second, 1-0 Gatemen. Had a big spot that ended up not going their way. First and third, nobody out. McKellum Clark grounded into a 4-6-3 double play. The run does score. And then Reed gets out of the jam. But it'll be Tommy Seidel, Gino Grooves, and Chase Engelhard here in the bottom half of the second. And first pitch called strike. Seidel went to Harvard, transferred to Alabama. Gravy deals the 0-1 pitch low.
A stat I just thought about, Alex, that you're not going to find in any of the stat books, but this is the first time in this entire 4-game losing skid that a Gateman pitcher has retaken the mound with the lead.
1-1. Just taken low. Now 2-1 the count, and now it's up to Cravey right here to keep this lead. A lead, like you said, Cade, that really haven't had one of late. The 2-1 pitch, a chopper over to Blake Wright, will play it on a hop and make the long throw to first to Roden for the first time. Oh, one away. Seidel showing off his speed.
The first baseman from NC State,
I couldn't beat out the throw from one of the best shortstops in this league, and Blake Wright. Well, Gravy deals to Groovers. 0-1 the count. Out of Virginia. One missing low. Oh, 1-1 strike here on the righty Groover. It's a 1-0 Gateman lead. What have you seen from Cravey so far tonight, Cade?
I look in that first inning, and he put the leadoff man on a full count walk. And after that, his command was a little bit spacey. But here in the second inning, retired the first one.
1-1, lined up the middle and threw for a base hit. Oh, Groover will stop that first. So another one-out base knock by this Harwich Mariners team.
Despite giving up that hit, Cravey just looks to be more in command of the zone. He looks to be more comfortable with the locations that he's looking for. So I'm interested to see how Cravey responds now with a man on it first.
Oh, Chase Engelhardt out of Tulane University. Hometown, Atlanta, Georgia. Pitch, a deep drive to left. Windish back on the track at the wall. It is gone. A 2-run shot by Chase Engelhardt. And just like that, that lead by the Gateman dissipated, and it's a 2-1 Mariners lead here in the bottom of the second inning.
You give credit to the hitter there. Good swing on a fastball that was left up in the zone and over the heart of the plate. That's a mistake pitch from Jacob Cravey, and obviously one he's going to wish he had back.
Right. I mean, this Gateman team has had to limit the big hit, especially after taking the lead in the top of the first. Granted, only 1 run. You got to continue that momentum. Well, here's Cole Harding. Looks at a first pitch low. A 1-0 the count, and we'll see how Cravey responds here.
After giving up 1 homer in the first 5 games of the season, the Gatemen have now given up 4 in their last 4.
Pitch in there for a called strike. Well, 1-1 strike here to Harding. Only 1 out. The bottom of the second. It's now a 2-1 Mariners lead. That one in there for a strike. Went fastball again, 91 miles an hour.
And each one of those home runs surrendered in this 4-game skid have been either momentum-shifting swings or game winners.
Pitch hit well, but fouled away.
I look back last night, Ryan Ritter from Cotuit, a solo shot in the top of the ninth of a ball game that was just 4-3 going into the final frame. 1-run game that you thought maybe they could battle back and squeeze out a tie against this undefeated team. But that solo blast last night just killed all hope of that.
Cravey set it away. Skigson fires the 1-2, chest low. But Cravey and both Harvey Shapiro wanted that one. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Here at the bottom of the second. 2-1 Mariners lead. 2-run shot by Chase Engelhardt. That one lined. Fabian will play it on a hop, make the long throw to Roden, who goes into a half split at the first base bag to make the play. Oh, 2 away.
Good play from the 2 corner infielders, really making, I would say, their debuts tonight. Of course, Derek Fabian played in a 7-inning contest at Chatham, but with a heavy lefty-centered angler's order, not a single ball came his way. So it's really tough to call that a start for him when he really just kicked over some dirt around third base that game. That, though, a good throw.
Well, here's Goodwin. Started off the game with a leadoff walk. Looked at the first pitch he sees for a called strike, though. Nobody on, 2 away. Here in the bottom of the second, it's 2-1 Mariners. The 0-1 pitch, cut on a miss. Nasty breaking pitch there. 0-2 now. Goodwin, not only a contact hitter leading things off, also has 2 home runs on the season. Looks at that one low. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Hit a good one.
Goodwin's same amount of home runs as the entire Wareham offense.
Maybe set. The 1-2 pitch, a good one. In there for called strike 3 to end the inning. Oh, 2 runs on 2 hits. The big knock by Chase Engelhardt put the Mariners up 2-1. We head to the top of the third. Stay with us right here on the Wareham Gateman Broadcast Network. Gibson Sotheby's International Realty is proud to sponsor the Cape Cod Baseball League, offering residential sales and vacation rentals across the Cape. We help you turn someday into right now. Each office is independently owned and operated. Sotheby's International Realty is a registered trademark.
Serving southeastern Massachusetts and Rhode Island, Office Technology Group has been the area's source for advanced digital multifunctional copiers since 2009. Call Office Technology Group at 508-858-5825.
Soft as a Grape has 10 retail locations on Cape Cod, so even when you're cheering on your Gatemen at any away games, stop into a Soft as a Grape store for the best Cape Cod products. No trip to the Cape is complete without a trip to Soft as a Grape.
Top of the third inning, here live from White House Field. Alex Feuz, Cade Crenshaw, and Claire Foley with you. Only Michael Robertson, Ryan Campos, and Hogan Windish due up. Robertson looking for his first hit in a Gateman uniform, 0 for 7 since joining the team. Got a first pitch just south side. Reed went breaking pitch. Didn't find the zone. 1-0 the count. Robertson out of Florida fouls that one away. 1-1 strike now. Florida Gator, obviously wearing the gray pants and maroon uniforms, but sporting the Gators shin guard and elbow guard. The 1-1 just low. Now 2-1 the count. So Robertson, a decent hitter's count here, trying to get something going. Batting in the 9th spot in the lineup, just trying to get something going now. That went in there for a strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The Mariners took a 2-1 lead in the bottom half of the second inning. Chase Engelhardt had a moonshot, that one bouncing in. Now 3-2 the count to Robertson. But Engelhardt, it won well over the left field wall here at White House Field to give this Harwich Mariners team a 2-1 lead. The payoff pitch to Robertson, a grounder on the right side. Engelhardt will take his time, throws over to Groover to make the play. So 1 away now.
Back to the top of the order.
The top of the third, and now we'll roll over the top of the lineup. Ryan Campos. Campos grounded out to Engelhardt as well. The first inning. Hitting 266, 4 for 15. Campos from Arizona State. First pitch looked like he went, and he does. So 0-1 now to Ryan Campos. Reed set right near the shoulders in agreement with Teal now. The pitch hit on the right side. This time diving out, but can't make the play. The ball goes into right field, so Campos will be on first. A 1-out knock here on the top of the third. From our vantage point, it's tough to see ground balls on the infield. Engelhardt dove out, couldn't make the play. The ball went right under his glove at the right field for a base hit.
You're right, Alex. He nearly had that one snagged. It was going to be a tough play, though, for him to pop up and turn and throw for Campos, a sub-7 running catcher.
Oh, Campos on first. He's a tying run. First pitch swinging Windish lines that, and that would split the gap. Rounding second, going into third on his Jets is Campos, who will stop It's a one-out double by Hogan Windish, and now the Gatemen in business once again at the top of the third. Second and third, one out.
Now batting for the Gatemen.
Fifth double of the season for Windish. Of course, like we said earlier, Alex, that leads the CCBL, and that lead has just grown once more.
Oh, here's Allen Roden in a big spot early on in his Gateman career. Only one at bat and a couple of defensive plays, and already quickly, the second mound meeting between Kyle Teal and Carlson Reed.
Reed definitely has not had his best stuff here tonight, that's for sure. A few pitches have missed here and there, and the command of the zone has not been usual for him.
So Windish on second, Campos on third, and Allen Roden at the plate. Reed deals the first pitch in there for a strike. 0-1 the count now to Roden. Walked back in the first. We would settle for that right now. Reed trying to get out of a jam again. Reed delivers out of the stretch to the 0-1. Up high. 1-1 strike now on the lefty Roden at the plate. Max Anderson, the designated hitter in the cleanup spot. Interesting decision from Harvey Shapiro. I like it a lot. Anderson's been seeing a lot of great pitches, just been unlucky at the plate to where the ball's been hit too. Only 4 strikeouts on the season. Reed set. The 1-1 pitch just outside. 2-1 the count. First base is open.
For Roden, a guy who, like we said, fresh to the dugout. This was his first game in a Gateman uniform, and he's in the starting lineup. A great way here to earn the respect of your teammates if he doesn't already have it.
The 2-1 pitch. Cut on and missed. 2-2 now.
That was a chop swing for Roden, a guy who probably wanted to check that, but the momentum just carried it around.
Yeah, Roden, who I'm sure takes pride in one of the most beautiful swings we've seen. That wasn't one of them. Thought about holding up, but decided to go through it. Now 2-2 the pitch. Up high. 3-2 the count now. Windish on second. Campos on third. It's the top of the third. Gateman down by a run. The payoff pitch. Got him swinging. A big strikeout. We're the second out of this inning.
He went 3 straight throws at 90 miles per hour or higher. Reed there switches it up, delivers the payoff, 80 mile per hour changeup pitch that Roden just was not expecting. He was sitting dead red fastball.
Well, talk about a guy that's due. Max Anderson coming into tonight and hitting 125, and after his fly out at center field, probably went down just a bit more. The pitch inside, 1-0 the count. And one of my keys to the game, Cade, and I'm sure yours as well, is the big hit. You need a clutch hit, and what better spot right here. Second and third, now 2 away here at the top of the third. The 2-1 Mariners lead, and with a guy in Max Anderson at the plate, it was certainly due. 1-0 pitch inside, 2-0 the count. So lights come on. It's the top of the third, and the Gatemen threatening to potentially either tie it or take the lead. Carlson Reed set near the shoulders. A 2-0 pitch fouled away behind home. 2-1 the count. Blake Wright on deck has been a true bat in this lineup that Ari Shapiro and the rest of his team can rely on.
Led Nebraskan hits this spring. Has been off to a little bit of a slow start, but he's riding a 6-game on-base streak into tonight.
Reed set. A 2-1 pitch to Anderson. Stays inside. Now 3-1 the count. Well, Anderson and a great hitter's count. 0 for 1 on the night. The 3-1 pitch stays high. Well, Anderson works a 2-out walk, and that will load the bases for Blake Wright, who walked in, scored back in the second inning.
The on-base streak goes from 6 games to 7 games. Now for Max Anderson, I think this is the perfect spot for Blake Wright, a player that Harvey Shapiro has jogged out in the cleanup spot a couple times this season. Here this evening, he's in the 5-hole, but a player who hits for power and a player who can find gaps quite easily.
Well, that's the 4th walk of the night for Reed. Bases loaded, 2 outs here on the top of the 3rd. Gateman down by a run. Threatening here, though. First pitch, a called strike. 0-1 the count to Blake Wright. Right, a home run with 7 RBIs so far this season for the Gatemen. In a perfect RBI spot now. Reed deals the 0-1 pitch, stays high. 1-1 the count. Campos on 3rd, Windish on 2nd, and Anderson on 1st for the Gatemen. Reed set, stares into his glove, and looks on. Wright watches that one stay outside. Well, 2 balls, 1 strike. To Blake Wright.
Be patient at the plate if you're Blake Wright. Don't just give anything that Carlson Reed's going to give you. Wait for the perfect pitch.
Reed deals a 2-1 pitch. Got on it, missed. 2-2.
That was the one Blake Wright was looking for. Heater over the right half of the plate. Just a tail under it, I should say, for Blake Wright's swing, though.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Hitter right. Bases loaded here in the top of the 3rd inning. The 2-2 pitch up high. 3-2 the count. And now Teal will, behind home, throw it back to Reed and just says, let's get out of this.
A big spot right now for Carlson Reed. Does he walk in the tying run?
The 3-2 pitch. Runners go. The merry-go-round starts, and the pitch is outside to walk in the run, and that ties the game to 2-2 here on the top of the 3rd. Mariners fans and in the dugout thought it was a controversial walk to Blake Wright, and home plate umpire will dust off the plate on that one.
I really didn't think so, Alex. It was a slider pitch that went out and away. It almost looked like a chase pitch. See if Wright would go take the bait.
So bases remain loaded. First pitch swinging. Hausinger pops it up, looking like it might stay in play. And leaning back, and Teal tried to make it, but hit outside of his glove and unable to do so. So 0-1 the count now. Teal almost made it, leaned back, but it bounced right outside of his glove.
And he really didn't have a full range of motion over there because that's right around the end of the Harwich dugout where all of the bats are set up for the team. The fencing is up for the bat boys to sit behind. So he was really working against, if you will, a wall, trying to avoid it while making the tough catch.
The 0-1 pitch with the bases loaded, up and in. 1-1 the count now.
Hausinger's got to be careful. He does not want a foul ball pop-up to end this inning for Wareham with the bases loaded. A chance to retake the lead.
They've threatened back in the 2nd, and again right here. The 1-1 pitch in there for a called strike. 1-2 now. Hausinger looking to regroup himself. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. It's the top of the 3rd. The Gatemen have the bases loaded. It's a tied game at 2 apiece. Reed now set. Kicks and delivers the 1-2 pitch, bouncing in and gets away from Teal. Coming home is going to be Windish. He scores. And just like that, the Gatemen retake the lead in the top of the 3rd. 3-2 Wareham. And there was a conversation if whether or not the pitch hit Hausinger. The home plate umpire said it did not hit you.
That's one thing I've never seen, Alex, is Carlson Reed came to home plate to retrieve a new ball, and he's the one who spoke to Hausinger first that said, hey, come back, that didn't hit you.
Well, 2 balls, 2 strikes again. Here on Hausinger. Now second and third with 2 away. It's a 3-2 Gateman lead. The pitch, that time low. Staying in front of it this time is Teal. Oh, full count now to the lefty Hausinger. Walk will reload the bases for the 3rd time this inning. The pitch popped him up again. This time Teal. Now coming in is Lavari. Both battling it, and it stays with Teal to end the inning, but damage done again. The Gatemen take a 3-2 lead here in the top of the 3rd. Head to the bottom of the 3rd. Stay with us right here on the Wareham Gatemen Broadcast Network.
Want your daily dose of news? Lucky for you, Wareham, Sipicon, and now Dartmouth Week has you covered. Whether you live in Wareham or in the surrounding areas, you can count on up-to-date news on sports, schools, and even the fine arts, courtesy of the partnership between Wareham, Sipicon, and Dartmouth Week. Head to theweektoday.com and search Wareham, Sipicon, or Dartmouth for more.
Cape Cod Coca-Cola thanks you for supporting the Cape Cod Baseball League and for refreshing yourself with ice-cold Coca-Cola products. Please remember to recycle your empty bottles, cans, and all other recyclable materials. It only takes 6 recycled plastic bottles to make a new baseball cap.
T-Mobile is proud to sponsor the Cape Cod Baseball League. T-Mobile believes that when small towns thrive, America thrives. That's why they're investing billions to bring fast, reliable, and affordable wireless service beyond the big cities to small towns across America. There's never been a better time to join T-Mobile. Visit T-Mobile.com/acrossamerica to find out more.
Bottom of the 3rd inning we go. It will be Kenny Lavari, Brock Wilkin, and Kyle Teal due up. They trail once again. The Gatemen take a 3-2 lead in the top of the 3rd, and a first pitch low to Lavari out of Old Dominion. Pitch cut out and miss. Even over the count now. 1 ball, 1 strike. But we'll see if Cravey can keep the lead again here. Had it back in the 2nd, lost it though on a 2-run home run from Chase Engelhardt. The wind picking up now. Blowing in from left field, and that one driven, hit well, and it will jump in or a leadoff hit for Kenny Lavari. Lavari on first.
Batting for your Harwich Mariners, the DH from Wake Forest, number 25.
Jacob Cravey now 6 hits surrendered this season. Half have gone for extra bases. We talk about the offense for Wareham getting the big clutch hit. Cravey has to work on controlling the big clutch hit.
That's a tough part of the lineup now. Brock Wilkin in the 3-hole tonight for the Mariners. Lavari off first. The pitch taken low for a ball, 1-0 the count, and it's been a battle all night for Cravey to get ahead of the hitters, and he's only done so just a handful of times. Part of the reason why the Mariners are out hitting the Gatemen 5-2, but the Gatemen do have a 3-2 lead in the bottom of the 3rd. 1-0 low, now 2-0 the count. Wilkin 4 for 17 so far for Harwich. Hitting .235. A home run and 2 RBIs. That one popped up out of play on the first base side. Oh, 2-1 the count. Lavari off first. Roden keeping him close to the bag. The 2-1 pitch. Up and in. 3-1 now. The count goes. Again, Cravey falling behind Wilkin. 3-1 the count. Lavari led off the inning with a base hit into center field. And it feels like Cravey can't even get settled in. Almost pitching out of the stretch in every plate appearance so far tonight. The 3-1 pitch, cut out and missed, fouled away right behind home. No count now, 3-2.
Induce a ground ball, clear the base paths, and put 2 down.
Now outfield playing straight away. Middle infielder drifted a little closer to the second base bag. Obviously Roden holding on, and another check to first. Well, Lavari gets back safely.
50-50 raffle. Here we come.
3 balls, 2 strikes. On Wilkin at the plate. Singled back in the first. Fouled that one away. Count stands at 3-2. Like you mentioned, Cade, Cravey really working to just limit that clutch hit from the Mariners here. Tying run at first, go-ahead run at the plate. The payoff pitch, got him swinging. A big strikeout for the first out here in the bottom of the third.
That's huge for Cravey, a guy who struggled early on in this game to find the zone. That time in that AB, he commands it from start to finish, and that's an important first out in this inning.
Also, Cravey's first strikeout on the night. First one coming in the bottom of the third, and now that sets up Kyle Teal. Teal 1 for 20 on the season. Did single, oh now 2 for 21. Singled back in the first. A pitch outside. 1-0 the count now to Teal. Lavari thought about going, stuck to first now. But again, Cravey behind on Teal, 1-0 the count. The 1-0 pitch fouled away. Decent crowd on hand here tonight, Cade.
It really is, and it was a late arriving crowd. The air is just a tad bit chilly. Not a ton of bleacher seating around White House Field, but enough folks have filed in, and it's a good night for Cape Cod baseball.
You know, I wonder if there's ever been a president that ever has visited White House Field.
I was student body president in high school, if that helps.
That does not count at all. Does not count whatsoever. Well, Lavari off first. 1 ball, 1 strike on Kyle Teal, 1 away in the bottom of the third. It's a 3-2 Gateman lead. The 1-1 pitch fouled away. Out of play down the third base side. A lucky fan here in attendance will get a Cape Cod official baseball as a souvenir.
If it's going to be White House Field, and if Harwich is going to mimic the name of a major league club, wouldn't they go Nationals?
Well, that just makes too much sense. You know, we got to find the backstory of why it's named White House Field. I don't see a White House anywhere nearby. The 1-2 pitch, a chopper right back to Cravey off the mound. Throw to Blake Wright, who will throw to Roden, but the play at first will be not in time. It'll be a 1-6 fielder's choice that got Lavari out at second base, and Kyle Teal will reach safely on that fielder's choice. So it was a chopper that got back to Cravey. It was a slow chopper, and that's what probably caused. But, I mean, Teal, even for a catcher, has some decent speed.
He does. He's a talented player out of the ACC, and he's one of the bright spots for the future of Cavalier baseball.
Oh, the first pitch stays high. 1-0 the count to Ryan McCarty. Flew out to center. Back in the first. The 1-0 pitch to McCarty. Inside. Almost got away from Campos. Stays in front of it. Obviously no advancement from Teal there.
So, Alex, we were talking about our ballpark tonight in White House Field. I've got a couple of notes for you.
Okay.
Number
Look
one,
at that.
53rd season that the
Wow.
Mariners have played here.
Okay.
All right.
All in White House Field?
Not all at White House
Okay.
Field, actually. So, BFC White House Field. That is the official name. Opened in 1969. But prior to that, the Mariners played at Brooks Park here in Harwich.
Why is it called the White House Field? Does it tell you that?
That was the guy's last name.
Oh,
BFC
okay.
White House.
Okay. No, it makes sense. The pitch outside, now 3-0 the count.
And while it
Here
might
in
not
McCarty.
have a connection to any kind of legislative body, this field does have a connection to Major League Baseball. How about this? Former MLB Baseball Commissioner Fay Vincent Jr. donated the scoreboard you see in right field back in 1998, and it was said to be the largest scoreboard in New England outside of Fenway.
A 3-0 low. All right, in there for a strike, excuse me. 3-1 the count, and Fay Vincent, one of the legendary commissioners, was a commissioner during the whole Pete Rose scandal in the game. Fay Vincent, just a great person. The 3-1 pitch, a chopper, going to be a tough play. Hausinger will make the long throw to first, and it's going to be off the bag. Rodin's foot came off of first base. So the inning will continue on an infield hit from McCarty. Now it's first and second, still 2 outs in the bottom of the 3rd inning.
The Mariners starting to cause a little bit of trouble, and if that's the small slither of an opening for the door of opportunity that they needed, then Tommy Seidel's the guy you want at the plate in this moment.
Tommy Seidel, a Red Sox fan, grew up one, has close ties to the organization. Sporting number 34 for David Ortiz in the pitch, in there for a strike. 1-1 the count.
That just makes sense. You come play here in Massachusetts.
Hey,
You're
Massachusetts
John,
guy.
34. Like you said, started his career at Harvard, now at Alabama.
Did so because of the whole COVID scenario.
Extra eligibility, take advantage of it, and he stepped up his level of competition heading to the SEC.
Gravy set, first and second, 2 away in the bottom of the 3rd. Seidel looks at that one outside. Evens up the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. Here the righty at the plate. Tying run on second, go ahead run at first. The Gatemen and the Mariners have battled so much so early on in this matchup. Their first time meeting in this really young Cape Cod baseball season. Gravy set. The 1-1 pitch to Seidel, a big hearty swing and a miss, counting out 1 and 2.
What are you guys doing? Are you going to bed?
Gravy looks on, now in agreement. First and second, 2 outs in the bottom of the 3rd. Gravy ahead here for the first time and a couple of batters ahead. The 1-2, fouled straight back. We'll do it again. Seidel 5 for 23 on the season, hitting .217. Has a home run with 1 run already batted in. So a solo shot from Tommy.
You have to wonder, what did Gravy learn from that first at bat against Seidel where he gave up the jack? A much slower approach in his tempo.
The 1-2 pitch stays high. 2-2 the count. Tommy Seidel and I go way back. We were together 3 years ago in summer ball at the now defunct New Bedford Bay Sox. Joined the team in the latter half of the season after playing in the Cape that summer. Got released and joined the team and added a huge bat to our offense. The 2-2 pitch, cut on and miss. Seidel goes down swinging to get out of the jam. Oh, no runs, 2 hits, no errors, and 2 Mariners left. Now we head to the top of the 4th. It's still a 3-2 Gateman lead. Stay with us right here on the Wareham Gateman Broadcast Network.
If you or a family member have been hurt at work, don't wait for the insurance company to discontinue your benefits or deny you medical treatment. Get an experienced workers' compensation attorney now before it's too late. The lawyers at Reedy, Kiernan, and McNally, LLP, have been practicing workers' compensation law for many years and are experts in the field of workers' compensation law. Having the advantage of retaining an attorney early on may make all the difference in your case. Know your rights. Be prepared and contact Reedy, Kiernan, and McNally, LLP today. The firm is located at 267 Main Street in Wareham and 2318 Acushnet Avenue in New Bedford. Call 508-295-0286 or visit their website www.rkm-law.com.
Whether it's life insurance to safeguard your loved ones, an umbrella policy to protect your teen driver, or making sure your home is covered from storm damage, Rogers Gray is there to guide you. Insurance is more than just a box to check. Trust Rogers Gray, a proud sponsor of the Cape Cod Baseball League.
The Gateman would like to thank Wareham Country Market for helping to feed the Gateman players and staff after games. They are located about
Top of the fourth inning we go. It will be Clark, Fabian, and Robertson due up for the Gatemen. As to top of the fourth, they still have their 3-2 lead. Clark grounded into a 4-6-3 double play. Back in the second. Looks at the first pitch low. 1-0 the count. Still on the mound is Carlson Reed. 1-0 pitch. A slow grounder on the left side. Lavari will throw it over to first, but the play is not going to be in time. The ball popped out of Groover's glove. Oh, Clark, we'll see how they rule it. It appears they will give it an error, which makes sense. I mean,
throw was a little low, and it was going to be tough for Grooves to try and scoop that one out. Did his best, and I think he initially had it, and it just dropped out just before Clark got there.
Oh, here's Derek Fabian, struck out swinging in the second.
66 pitches for Carlson Reed. Not even half are strikes.
First pitch comes up empty, 0-1 now. Fabian joined this Gateman offense just a few days ago. Trying to get something going. Clark off first. Not too much speed, but pitchers in this league love to check him and keep him close to the first base bag. The 0-1 pitch stays high. 1-1 the count now. To Derek Fabian out of Florida. The Gators. Harvey Shapiro sporting his fleece jacket that we've seen him really wear almost too much this season. We've had a lot of cold nights early on. 1-1 pitch fouled away. 1-2 now.
Right-hander Joseph Vino out of E-line starting to throw some warm-up tosses in the Mariners bullpen and left.
So is it tosses or pitches? I've always wondered that. Either way?
I think either way.
Either way. A 1-2 just outside. I think some people in the Mariners dugout thought that should have been called strike 3, but Fabian likes the call. Now 2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. It's the top of the fourth. Callum Clark on first for the Gatemen. They do have a 3-2 lead. And Reed out of the stretch here. The 2-2 pitch. Just low on outside. Now 3 balls, 2 strikes. Fabian's teammate, Michael Robertson, on deck. Both looking to get started at the plate for the Gatemen. Wind now blowing in from right field. Runner goes. The 3-2 pitch cut out and missed the play. Second base is going to be not in time. Ball goes into center field. But stopping at second is Kellum Clark. A little hit and run situation, just Fabian out in front of it. One away, but Clark moves into scoring position for the Gatemen for Michael Robertson now.
And here's Harvey Shapiro walking out of the third base box. Be interesting to see what his conversation is.
Yeah, I don't think Robertson, it looks like that. Harvey Shapiro will talk with the home plate umpire. And
we'll accept whatever it was, a quick turnaround and maybe 2 seconds.
Oh, they called it interference on second base, and so Kellum Clark out at second. That would have led to the conversation. A quick interference call. I mean, we both missed it. I did anyway. I don't want to speak for you.
Not only did I miss the call, but I really missed what the interference was. I thought it was a clean slide, and it was
a swing, yeah.
The ball got into the outfield easily, so maybe it was more so not interference on Clark, but hitter's interference. If Fabian left the bat in front of the catcher for too long when he tried to make the throw down, home plate umpire could have said, well, that caused the throw to be off a little bit, and it sailed into center field. And if that's the case, then both the batter and the runner are out.
So a leadoff runner removed. Now 2 away, and Robertson, though, ahead here, 2-1. Looked at that one in there for a strike. Now 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs at the top of the 4th. Gatemen do have a 3-2 lead. I've never seen an interference almost he swept under the rug so quickly that a casual fan would have missed it. The 2-2. Grounded right back to Carlson Reed, who will take the time and throw over to Groover at first to end the inning. No runs, no hits, 1 error, and nobody left. At the end of 3.5 of play, it's 3-2 Gatemen. We head to the bottom of the 4th. Stay with us right here on the Wareham Gatemen Broadcast Network.
The Gatemen would like to thank Wareham Country Market for helping to feed the Gatemen players and staff after games. They are located about a quarter of a mile from the field on Route 6, offering a convenience store, a Dunkin' Donuts, and a deli.
Need physical therapy? Select Physical Therapy works directly with you and your physician to create a plan of care that meets your goals and needs, with 6 locations on Cape Cod and more across the country. Select Physical Therapy is the official provider of athletic training for the Wareham Gatemen.
Wareham House of Pizza has been serving Wareham and Marion for over 40 years with steak and cheese, pizza, and subs. Located in Shaw's Plaza, head on over for pickup or let them deliver to you.
It's the bottom of the 4th inning. A new pitcher, Cameron Weston, right-hander out of Michigan, junior, 6'2", 215, right-hander. Is making his second appearance, and first pitch swinging, lines that into left field for a base hit is Gino Groover. Oh, just like that again. A Wareham pitcher forced a pitch out of the stretch as an offensive for the Harwich Mariners trying to get something going, down by a run.
For Weston, first time that he's allowed first batter he faced to reach base this season.
Chase Engelhardt, though, already a thorn in the side. This Gateman pitching staff had a 2-run shot back in the 2nd inning and then put up the Mariners 2-1, but Gateman rallied in the top of the 3rd to retake that lead. Our first pitch to Engelhardt in there for a strike. Weston ahead now, 0-1 the count. Groover on first, nobody out. It's the bottom of the fourth inning. Alex Feuz, Cade Crenshaw, and Claire Foley with you. 0-1 outside. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Engelhardt. Do you think Cravey and Weston had a chance to go over how he should attack the home run hitter and Engelhardt so far tonight?
I think that was definitely a conversation because not only did Cravey give up the bomb to him, but he also figured out how to retire him and the next day be on a strikeout.
That one missing outside. Now 2-1 the count. Runner off first. Roden making his first appearance here tonight for the Gatemen at first base defensively. It has looked great defensively so far. A 2-1 pitch, a chopper on the left side, could be 2. Right, throws over to Hausinger. Over to first base in time to turn a 6-4-3 double play. Now 2 away, and a big 2-out double play for Cameron Weston on the mound.
The Gatemen have grounded into a pair of double plays tonight. The first, they flipped themselves, and it comes in a big spot because with a new man on the mound, you want him to settle in and feel comfortable early, and nothing like a pitcher knowing his defense has got his back will do that.
Well, with 2 away and nobody on, here's Cole Harding. Grounded out to Fabian at third. Back in the second. That pitch got away from him. Oh, 1-0 the count. Almost hit Harding, but had to lean out of harm's way. 1-0 the count. Gateman, though, being out hit 7-2. How about that? 7 hits through 3 2/3 inning.
Yet they lead.
The 1-0 in there for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike here on Harding.
I had a coach tell me once, Alex, he doesn't care if the other team out hits us 15-1 and we commit 7 errors and them 0, as long as we score more runs.
Chopper up the middle, played from his backside over to first, is right to Roden in time to end the inning. What a play by Blake Wright. We've seen it all season long, and it continues. His defensive highlight reel here in the bottom of the fourth. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left. Head to the top of the fifth. It's 3-2 Gatemen. Stay with us on the Wareham Gatemen Broadcast Network. Gibson Sotheby's International Realty is proud to sponsor the Cape Cod Baseball League, offering residential sales and vacation rentals across the Cape. We help you turn someday into right now. Each office is independently owned and operated. Sotheby's International Realty is a registered trademark.
Curry College is where you go to become anything you want. Curry prepares students to engage in successful careers with learning beyond the classroom. Explore undergraduate programs, NCAA Division III athletics, and continuing education and graduate studies, including fifth-year master's programs at curry.edu.
Mosquito bites and ticks. No, yikes! When the bugs get scary, just call Mosquito Mary's 866 Ask Mary or visit us at mosquitomarys.com.
Oh, new pitcher that will face the Gatemen here in the top of the fifth as they lead 3-2 over the Harwich Mariners is Joe Savannah, a right-hander out of Elon University from Ronkonkoma, New York. You know, I've grown up in my whole life in right outside of Albany in a town named Schenectady and a littler town named Rotterdam, and I've never heard of Ronkonkoma, New York.
If you haven't, I definitely haven't.
You know, and I apologize if I mispronounced that name. Oh, first pitch to Campos misses outside. Rocco Kama, New York. Let's figure out where Rocco Kama, New York is. Well, Savino's set and delivers a 1-0 pitch, cut out a miss by Campos. 1-1 here. Lefty Campos. 1 for 2 on the night, singled and scored in the third.
Off speed lifted back from Campos. A good night for him, I think, so far. Really been impressed by him so far. 1 for 2. He looks comfortable in the leadoff spot. He's a player I like in the leadoff spot. A guy who gets on base consistently and has speed on the base paths.
Oh, Ronkonkoma, New York, is right inside of Long Island. Has a 1-2, cut on and miss, a big strikeout. Oh, what a way.
Now batting for the Gatemen,
And the top of the
left fielder
fifth,
for
and
UNC
here's
Regional,
Hogan
number
Windish.
18,
Had a big RBI double in the third.
Ronkonkoma.
Right. Oh, that's how you say it?
I have no idea.
Or is that just your...
I was asking you.
Right, it doesn't say how to pronounce it. No one's called me yet as the pitch low or in there for a strike. 0-1 the count here to Windish. A population from 2020, about 19,000 people. A pitch outside.
I feel like I'm at the spelling bee. What is our spelling of Ronkonkoma?
Right, that's probably how you say it. It's in Suffolk County. Go like Suffolk, more of a recognized name. And that hit Windish. A 5th time hit by a pitch this season. Leads the team and the league.
Now batting for the
After being hit by a pitch. How do you like that?
Doubles and doinks. That's the best way to talk about Hogan Windish. 5 doubles. And like you said, Alex, now 5 hit by pitches.
Well, there's actually a lake, Ronkonkoma. Yeah, it's right inside of Long Island. So he probably just tells people he's from Long Island. Probably makes life a heck of a lot easier. Oh, Windish at first with 1 out. And Roden will look at a first pitch from Savino, who's from Ronkonkoma, New York. Roden behind now, 0-1 the count. A pitch fouled away. Now behind, 0-2. Max Anderson on deck. Flew out to center in the first and walked in the third. Top of the 5th, Gatemen lead 3-2. As the sun begins to set, the lights started to do more work. The 0-2 fouling that back is Allen running at the plate and staying alive. No balls, 2 strikes on the left-hander. Join this Gateman offense tonight. A perfect night for baseball, but probably with a jacket and a cup of hot
I was
chocolate.
going to say it'd be perfect for me if it was a tad bit warmer.
The 0-2 pitch fouled away again, so staying alive. And in this break in between pitches, Lavari will tie his shoes over there at third. Windish, a couple of steps off the first base bag. And Max Anderson on deck here. The 0-2 pitch incoming. Got a piece of it, grounded it on the right side. Could be 2, but beating out the throw at first is going to be Roden. Windish out at second base, though. Will be a 4-6 fielder's choice ground out.
That's an interesting play for me to see the second baseman try to turn to in that one. He's running away from the bag and has to do a 180 spin on a throw where the runner was already going. That play didn't make a ton of sense to me. It worked in their favor, but I probably would have elected to just go for the easy out at first.
I think the biggest thing going for him is Windish obviously not the quickest guy on the base pass. I thought he had a better shot in the first pitch. Dealt to Anderson, looked at for a called strike, so Savino now ahead, 0-1. Roden on first, 2 outs. It's the top of the 5th. A 5-3, 3-2, excuse me. Gateman lead. That one popped up right in front of us, staying in foul territory though. But in the field of play, Groovers comes over to make it to end the inning. So a pop foul out right down the first base side of play. Oh, no runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 man left after 4.5 of play. It's 3-2 Gateman. Stay with us on Wareham Gateman Broadcast Network.
We appreciate and thank the sponsors who support the Cape League and the 10 teams. Our corporate sponsors are the financial backbone of the league. It is with their support that we are able to preserve our long-standing tradition of providing the best family entertainment here on Cape Cod, free of charge. On behalf of the 9 other teams, the Wareham Gatemen, league officers, and the entire Cape League family, we would like to announce and thank our 2022 corporate sponsors. With much appreciation, we recognize the Yawkey Foundation, Gibson Sotheby's, Curry College, the 99 Restaurants, Coca-Cola Bottling of Cape Cod, Badger Sport, Zephyr Hats, Cape Cod 5 Cents Saving Bank, Milton Cat, Mosquito Marys, Massachusetts State Lottery. We will be back to you in the next inning for the second half of this outstanding list of loyal sponsors.
Mosquito bites and ticks. No, yikes! When the bugs get scary, just call Mosquito Marys. 866 Ask Mary. Or visit us at mosquitomarys.com.
Bottom of the 5th we go. 3-2 Gateman. It'll be Goodwin, Lavari, and Wilkin due up. First pitch, called strike. 3-2 Gateman.
Cameron Weston, a 4-inning scoreless streak going on.
The 0-1 pitch, cut on a miss. Nasty breaking pitch there. 79 mile per hour changeup that fooled Goodwin. Came up empty. Now Weston quickly behind now, 0-2 the count. Pitch hit well, not deep, coming in now. Clark there to make the play. So what away? It's the bottom of the 5th. Here's Cade Lavar.
Alex, one of your keys to the game I know was how does the middle relief perform for this Gateman team that had struggled as part of their 4-game skid. So far, Cameron Weston's been on the money.
Absolutely, and in a close game, both teams struggling to get back in the win column. Gateman on a 4-game losing skid. The Mariners only have won 1 out of the last 5 games. That one slash foul out of play. 0-1 here to Cade Lavari. 1 for 2 on the night. But the offense, though, is still concerning just a tad. Being out hit 7-2, but to your point, obviously, 3-2 in the run column, that's how you win games. You don't win games by leading the hits. The 0-1 in there for a strike. Now 0-2 the count.
I know you look back to the first loss in this row that the Gatemen have had was Saturday against Falmouth. They put 15 hits on the board, came up short.
0-2. A slow chopper that could go foul and does right behind home. We'll do the 0-2 again. And you looked at that loss, right? And at one point, Falmouth had an 8-run lead over the Gatemen, but then in the bottom of the 9th inning, the Gatemen scored 5 runs, got within 3, the tying run on deck, and there was a moment where you almost couldn't help but believe that this team could come all the way back and tie it up at the bottom of the 9th, and you're like, okay, when that obviously run ended and you lost the game as the 0-2 fouled away. Had a play down the left field side. Look out now, 0-2 holds. But you thought that there could be a shot to win it, but then when you don't and you lose, it's like, well, what a not terrible loss. Obviously you want to win every game, but you still put up a fight at the bottom of the ninth when you're down 8 runs, and then that losing streak just continued. That's what shocked me the most. Oh, Weston set. Nobody on, one away. The 0-2 bouncing in.
I know there will be coaches and fans out there that disagree with me on this, Alex, but I've always had the opinion there are good losses and there are bad losses, and there's a fine line between them. If I'm the head coach of a ball club and, we just cannot put anything together, we're swinging at everything around the zone, no plate discipline, we're not communicating in the field, and we drop the game, that's a bad loss. But if it's a game where we just were matched up against a better team, we gave it our all, our guys showed fight and battled deep into counts, every single time you're at the plate, that's all right. You're not going to win them all. You're bound to lose a game here and there. It just so happens that the Gatemen have lost 4 in a row.
A 1-2 pitch here to Lavari is cut on and miss. A big strikeout for out number 2 here this sitting. Oh, now with 2 away is Brock Wilkin at the plate. Weston deals first pitch, a called strike.
Good off speed. Change up left, lower in the half of the zone, right over the heart of the plate.
Wilkin thought about going, went halfway, did go around, and either way it was a called strike. Wilkin 1 for 2 on the night, singled in the first and struck out swinging in the third.
That's a really, really good first pitch from Weston because
pitch cut on a miss, now 0-2.
He sets the tone for the rest of the AB. You saw right there, back-to-back changes in the bottom half. The hitter was looking for fastball. He's like, okay, if he goes first pitch change, he's bound to throw the fastball now. That's just going to throw off the hitter, and suddenly he's ahead in the count.
So Weston taking his time. Way ahead here, 0-2. Nobody on, 2 outs. It's the bottom of the 5th. Gateman has a 1-run lead. And pitched low. 1 ball, 2 strikes on the righty. Brock Wilkin at the plate. Wilkin, a Wake Forest product, trying to start a 2-out rally in the 5th. The 1-2 pitch, a chopper could be trouble. Now rolling, it's going to stay in fair territory. Campos will pick it up and throw it over to Roden in time. What a play to get out number 3. Oh, we go to the top of the 6th. It's 3-2 Gatemen. Stay with us right here on the Wareham Gatemen Broadcast Network.
The Gateway Tavern, located on Marion Road in Wareham, offers an extensive but not exhaustive array of menu choices. They search for the finest in foods, ranging from garden fresh produce to hand-selected seafood, and have special menus that change daily. The Gateway Tavern is proud to be the official helmet of the Wareham Gatemen.
For sales and rentals of Caterpillar machinery, generators, and marine engines, visit MiltonCat.com, your area cat dealer. Milton Cat, the Cape and Islands Caterpillar dealer, is proud to be a sponsor of today's game.
The 99 Restaurant and Pub is proud to be a sponsor of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Visit your local 99 and try their famous colossal lobster rolls, piled high on a grilled brioche and served hot buttered or just the right amount of mayo and celery with fries and coleslaw. The 99, always the real deal.
Blake Wright, Jack Hausinger, and Callum Clark do up for the Gatemen. It's the top of the 6th. They lead it 3-2. Alex Feuz, Cade Crenshaw, and Claire Foley, our sideline reporter, with you on a chilly but nice early summer night. I mean, it's a little chilly out, but other than that, it's a perfect night for some summer baseball. Oh, Savannah on the mound for his second inning of work. First pitch to right, low. Right yet to have an official at-bat, 2 plate appearances, walked twice, and scored a run so far.
That'll play. It's selfless baseball. Just find a way on the base paths.
A 1-0 pitch to right,
especially when
missing
you
low.
lead off an inning. You want to get on any way you can.
Savano set, holding the glove just below the belt. The 2-0 pitch, taken for a strike. Now 2-1 the count. Outside of the second and top of the third, it's been a uneventful night in the run column as the right takes that one inside. Now 2 balls, 2 strikes. Some movement in the Mariners' pen, just some stretching going on. The 2-2 in there for a called strike 3. Right goes down looking. Oh, what a way. On the top of the 6th.
Now batting for the Gateman, the second baseman from Xavier, number 10, Jack Hausinger.
Well, Hausinger walked, popped out so far on the day. One of the only 2 Gateman hitters batting over 300. It's Hausinger and Windish. That one looked at for a called strike. So Zavino now really settling in for the Mariners out of the pen. 0-1 pitch, looked at for a strike, now behind, now 0-2 at the plate is Jack Hausinger. Oh, 2 pitch incoming, outside. 1-2 now. To the lefty at the plate.
I've liked Savino out of the pen so far.
1-2 pitch, line down the first base bag. Groover will play it himself. Steps on the bag. 2 away.
Now batting for the Gateman.
Here in the top of the 6th inning.
State, number 7, Kellum Clark.
Kellum Clark comes up to the plate, grounded into a double play back in the 2nd, and reach on an error in the 4th. First pitch, looked at for a called strike. Clark thought about going around, held up, pulled back, but a called strike anyways. Nobody on, 2 outs, just the top of the 6th. Gateman lead it 3-2. Clark cuts and misses on that pitch. And a change up low and away. Oh, Clark now behind 0-2. Savino delivers the 0-2 pitch, stays low. 1-2 the count. The 1-2 pitch, just outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Clark.
Tough one to look at if you're Kellum, but even tougher if you're Savino on the mound. You got to get that call just outside, bottom corner.
The 2-2 pitch stays low. 3-2 the count. And the pitch stays low, so Clark works a 2-out walk and looks to continue this top of the 6th inning.
For the Gateman, the third baseman from Florida, number 37, Derek Fabian.
Here's a player I'm really looking to get going, Alex. Derek Fabian, a guy who his older brother, Judd Fabian, at Florida. Both are Gators. Judd, a second-round pick last year, the Cincinnati Reds, turned down the draft selection to return to Florida, had an incredible all-SEC year. And Derek, no one looks to follow in those footsteps, but also create his own legacy along the way.
Oh, first pitch swinging, hits that one out of play. 0-1 the count here to Fabian. Oh, there's only been 2 hits so far for the Gateman offense, both coming from the top part of the order in Campos and Windish in the leadoff and second hole. Outside of those 2, though, the Gateman offense 0 for 13 at the plate. Ovino deals a pitch fouled straight back. Now Fabian behind 0-2. Fabian 0 for 2 on the night. Clark on first, 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. Gateman lead it 3-2. Savino now set out of the stretch here. 0-2 pitch incoming. Fabian got a piece of that one out of play. So Fabian, even though behind here, 0-2, working a good at bat. Savino set. Here's the pitch into right field. Now coming in and over in foul territory is Engelhardt, who beats Seidel to make the play and to end the inning. 1-0 runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 man left. It's a 3-2 Gateman lead. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Stay with us right here on the Gateman Broadcast Network.
The Wareham-based 80 Makepeace Company, founded in 1854, is the world's largest cranberry grower and the largest private property owner in eastern Massachusetts. The company supports organizations like the Wareham Gateman and projects like the outdoor cranberry bog classroom that you may have passed on your way in. Visit admakepeace.com to learn more.
Reed Custom Soils is New England's leading provider of lightweight planting soil for green roof installations and is the exclusive New England supplier of stabilized stone dust. Reed Custom Soils services over 300 golf courses and provides unique blends to fit your needs, all by experienced precision blenders. To learn more about how Reed Custom Soils can serve you, call toll-free 1-800-924-5335 or head to reedcustomsoils.com.
South Coast Health Operators of Charlton Memorial, St. Luke's, and Toby Hospitals delivers an unmatched combination of clinical excellence with a personal touch. They are proud to serve as Southeastern Massachusetts and Rhode Island's only not-for-profit health system, as well as the region's largest employer. South Coast Healthcare, plus something more.
Number 33,
Teal, McCarty, and Seidel due up for the Mariners. Down by a run, and it's the bottom of the 6th inning. Weston back on the mound for the Gatemen.
Soon to be his 3rd inning of action.
First pitch low to Teal. Singled in the first, reach on a fielder's choice in the 3rd. What do you like from Weston so far tonight, Cade?
I think the most thing I've seen from him, he's just a strike thrower.
Fouled straight back.
Now 17 for 23 on strikes for pitches thrown. Great outing for him, and looks like he's going to go 3 or more for the 2nd straight outing. You don't have to have the best stuff as long as you can throw strikes.
The 1-1 pitch to Teal popped up out of play. Now Weston ahead now, 1-2. You know, pitchers always, you know, when people ask pitchers, the old school ones, what is the best pitch to throw? You know, you're smirking now. Obviously, the one is strike one. That's just the old school mindset. The true pitchers don't care about what kind of pitch they're throwing. They believe in their own stuff. As a 1-2 pitch stays outside now. 2-2 the count to Teal. Weston set at the waist. The 2-2 pitch. That one grounded sharply over to Roden, who will step on the bag himself. Oh, what a way. Near the bottom of the 6th.
Now batting for your Harwich Mariners, the left fielder from Penn State Abington, number 11, Ryan McCarty.
Oh, Ryan McCarty comes up to the plate. 1 for 2 on the night. Flew out in the first, singled in the third. When Weston deals the first pitch called strike. And Cade, you make a great point. Weston is a solidified strike thrower out of the pen. The 0-1 pitch, low. One ball, one strike here on McCarty. That one lined, but right at Hausinger. We'll play it on a hop over to Roden, 2 away.
Now batting for your Harwich Mariners, the right fielder from Alabama.
I mean, at this point, Alex, he's just at 28 pitches through 2 2/3. You have to wonder, do we see Cam Weston for yet another frame?
Well, I think with Michael Walsh being used in the ninth inning, their closer per se, who really didn't have his stuff in the ninth yesterday, I think Weston's been on for this so far this game. I think you do. I think you have to send him out there. I mean, who do you turn to in that bullpen that you can really trust in a 3-2 game when Weston's just been dominant on the map? Well, first pitch to Tommy Seidel in there for a strike. Seidel 0 for 2. A ground out and a strikeout so far tonight. Nobody on, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Seidel looks at that one in there. Now behind quickly, 0-2 at the plate. The Mariners sporting their light beige uniforms. The 0-2 just inside. Weston thought that was called strike 3. As well as some of the infield for the Gatemen.
What do you think about those beige unis?
I like them. I was thinking, what's the best comp? But I can't think of them. Maybe a Braves throwback, though. The Braves have a beige uniform like that. A 1-2 pitch in there for called strike 3. Oh, Weston works a 1-2-3, bottom of the 6th. And since we head to the top of the 7th, it's 3-2 Gatemen. Stay with us on the Wareham Gatemen Broadcast Network.
Cape Cod Coca-Cola thanks you for supporting the Cape Cod Baseball League and for refreshing yourself with ice-cold Coca-Cola products. Please remember to recycle your empty bottles, cans, and all other recyclable materials. It only takes 6 recycled plastic bottles to make a new baseball cap.
Want your daily dose of news? Lucky for you, Wareham, Sipicon, and now Dartmouth Week has you covered. Whether you live in Wareham or in the surrounding areas, you can count on up-to-date news on sports, schools, and even the fine arts, courtesy of the partnership between Wareham, Sipicon, and Dartmouth Week. Head to theweektoday.com and search Wareham, Sipicon, or Dartmouth for more.
T-Mobile is proud to sponsor the Cape Cod Baseball League. T-Mobile believes that when small towns thrive, America thrives. That's why they're investing billions to bring fast, reliable, and affordable wireless service beyond the big cities to small towns across America. There's never been a better time to join T-Mobile. Visit T-Mobile.com/acrossamerica.
Oh, Michael Robertson, Ryan Campos, and Hogan Windish drew up in the top of the 7th inning. Ari Shapiro will look to take the coach third after the first pitch. As this inning quickly got started, the first pitch up high. Ari Shapiro will give the light jog over the third base coaching box, and Ari's just really turning into a fan favorite, I feel like. A lot of respect in that dugout. The 1-0 pitch that Robertson is in there for a strike. That looked like it was in at the hands, but home-plate umpire says otherwise. 1 ball, 1 strike now on the lefty Robertson at the plate. 0 for 2 on the night. That one looked at for a called strike. 1-2 the count.
Robertson's a player who's got to get going, but it's a huge adjustment for him. This is his first time he's seen in-game action this season with the Gatemen since a senior in high school. Missed all of the spring with Florida.
1-2 pitch to Robertson stays high. Well, not only that, Cade. I mean, Robertson now 0 for 9 with a Gateman, but Robertson joined later in the season. So now you see a guy like Doran Montgomery out of the lineup tonight who did struggle at the 2-2, fouled away. And I mean, these players, like Blake Wright, he started off the season struggling at the plate as well. I mean, there were a lot of guys on this team that started off 0 for 8 or 0 for 10. And now they've come around. They've seen the pitching that this league has in its on the mound. And that pitch grounded over to Engelhard, who throws the first in time, one away. But it's just like the old saying, right? You don't want the whole lineup hot at the same time because then the whole lineup goes cold at the same time.
It's a game of ups and downs. Baseball is a sport where you feel like you're on a roller coaster ride most of the time. And listen, let's talk about this. The best hitters in the game go 1 for 3 every night.
Oh, with one away and nobody on. Here's Ryan Campos. 1 for 3 on the night. Pitch fouled straight back.
Because your best hitter isn't the one who, is going to have the most home runs or doubles every at bat. You want a consistent hitter. You want a guy who's going to come into every game. You know what he's going to do at the plate, and he's going to command his presence.
And Ryan Campos has shown that so far early on. That one, a chopper down the third base side that will go foul. 0-2 now on the lefty Campos. Campos just one of the 2 hits on the night. It's himself and the guy on deck and Hogan Windish, who has been red hot all season. He's had no need for adjustment, but that just speaks to his caliber at the plate and his experience as well. Savino now set right below the belt. Nobody on, one away here in the top of the 7th. Gatemen lead it 3-2. The 0-2 pitch up high, 1 into the count. A back and forth battle between the Gatemen and Mariners early on. That one popped up, staying in the field of play. Now, Lavari calls it off. Was there to make it. Oh, now 2 away. Lavari came all the way over to his right and foul territory right near the Mariners' dugout to make the play. High pop-up. Oh, here's Hogan Windish. Struck out in the first, doubled in the third. Of course, you can't have a game without Windish being hit by a pitch. Leads the league by 5 so far this season. 1 tonight. First pitch, a called strike.
Keep in mind, this is just game 10. That's 1 out of every 2 nights he's getting a bruise.
The 0-1 pitch stays low. 1-1 the count.
And he's an old school vet. No elbow guard, no forearm guard, no nothing. He's wearing these pearls.
1-1 to Windish. Looked at for a strike. Now Savino ahead. 1-2. The 1-2 pitch to the righty Windish. That one hit well to right. Now drifting over is Tommy Seidel to make the play and to end the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left. As we head to the bottom of the 7th, it's a 3-2 Gateman lead. Stay with us right here on the Gateman Broadcast Network.
Each and every game here at Spillane Field is made possible by our sponsors. Let's take a moment to recognize Gateway Tavern, Coastal Orthodontics, Fairway Financial, Joanne Stevenson, Sullivan Wine and Spirits, Deb Levesque Massage Therapy, the Law Office of Mark Deshays, Office Technology Group, J&M Baseball Academy, South Coast Health, Minkle Boys Catering, 80 Makepeace, Reed Custom Soils, Soft as a Grape, Bay Motor Inn, Point Sign, Wareham, Sipicon, and Dartmouth Week, Cranberry Self-Storage, Village Signs, the Law Office of Lang, Exiferis, and Bullard, Reedy, Kiernan, and McNally LLP, Robertson's GMC, Effie's Homemade, Wareham Country Market, the Wareham House of Pizza, Robbery's Tree Service, Patty Wild, Onset Bay Association, Select PT, El Mariachi, Water Whiz, and Cool Cone. Thank you once again to our sponsors of your Wareham Gatemen.
Curry College is where you go to become anything you want. Curry prepares students to engage in successful careers with learning beyond the classroom.
Number 7, Gino Groover.
I'll be Gino Groover, Chase Engelhard, and Cole Harding due up near the bottom of the 7th. First pitch swinging, pops it up in the infield. Hausinger now drifts into right field to make the play, and you could have had a dinner on that fly ball as long with a movie.
The second baseman from Tulane, number 5, Chase.
You know, one movie we still need to go see is the new Top Gun, Maverick.
Yeah, well, Groover got on top of that pitch, popped it up in the infield, 0-1 away, and I did finally see the first Top Gun edition just before this Gateman season started.
Just about 2 decades too late.
That's fine. The pitch cut on a miss. I was waiting to see it until they made a second one. I said, I'll watch the first one when they made the second one, and they finally did. Well, Engelhard broke his bat on that foul ball, so it'll take a second.
Well, what'd you think about the first one?
It was good.
Just good?
Yeah, I wasn't a huge fan. Engelhard behind 0-1. Engelhard, the home run bopper so far tonight, had a 2-run blast that put his team ahead. The bottom of the second. The pitch cut on a miss, now behind 0-2, but the Gatemen responded quickly in the top of the third, retook the lead, and that's really all been said by both offenses so far tonight. The Gatemen lead at 3-2 here in the bottom of the 7th. Weston delivers an 0-2 pitch that bounces in past Campos behind home.
So Top Gun, just okay.
Yeah, just okay.
Not great.
Not great.
What's a great movie then?
A great movie.
I think that one's up there.
Well, you needed more comedic relief, I thought. More comedic relief. Nobody on, 1 away in the bottom of the 7th inning. The pitch stays outside.
Do you at least like the Danger Zone song?
Yeah, but now it makes sense. I mean, and I think that song has been way overplayed.
Well, it's in the movie about 8 times.
Right.
That was the entire movie soundtrack, was the one song.
Yeah. I'm curious to see what one song they use in the sequel. A 2-2 pitch, cut on it, miss. Losing his balance at the plate as well as Engelhard. He goes down swinging. Now 2 quick outs in the bottom of the 7th.
Now batting for your Harwich Mariners, the center fielder from Cincinnati, number 10, Cole Harding.
Oh, Cole Harding, who also probably thinks that Top Gun was just okay. With 2 away and nobody on. Gatemen lead at 3-2 here in the 7th. Weston, pure dominance. The first pitch, a called strike.
So let's say I'm Tom Cruise sitting next to you. Do you tell him Top Gun was just okay?
Without a doubt. Without a doubt. Just okay. And you should have stayed out of the sequel.
Wow.
Weston kicks and delivers the 0-1. High pop up again. Hausinger drifting over to his right, but now right. Calling it off, drifting over the second base bag to make the play. 3 quick outs here at the bottom of the 7th. We got the top of the 8th. Still 3-2. Don't jump. Stay with us right here on the Gateman Broadcast Network.
The 99 Restaurant and Pub is proud to be a sponsor of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Visit your local 99 and try their famous colossal lobster rolls, piled high on a grilled brioche and served hot buttered or just the right amount of mayo and celery with fries and coleslaw. The 99, always the real deal.
Mosquito the bugs get scary, just call Mosquito Mary's 866 Ask Mary or visit us at mosquitomarys.com.
For all the prizes that I have announced, you can pick up your
Top
prize
of the
at
eighth,
merchandise booth.
we go.
In the next
It'll be
half inning, I'll announce the
Alan Roden, Max Anderson, and Blake Wright do up. Gatemen lead at 3-2, looking for a huge insurance run would be crucial. The Gatemen could play to here.
Listen, it's a late inning ball game and a one-run contest. Due to Harwich, what Katuitt did to you last night. Get the insurance run late and put away any hope of a comeback.
Oh, Savino back on the mound. On first pitch to Roden outside. 1-0 the count. Roden first time in a Gateman uniform this season. Signed and added to this team just this morning. Fouled that one straight back. 1-1 the count. Well, what a great impression he would make if he could get something going late in this game, up by a run, and like you said, Cade, add a huge insurance run that is much needed to stop this 4-game skid.
Even you and I talked after last night's game, Alex, against Katuitt. It felt like heading into that ninth inning.
Well, popped up in the infield, drifting over near the second base bag is Goodwin to make the play.
But like I was saying, Alex, it really felt, Millie in the eighth, I think we would agree, that this Gateman team, they've got a shot. They can really win this from the bottom of the ninth and either, tie it or walk it off, and they were trailing by a run. But then when that solo blast was given up at the top of the ninth, all that hope just floated right down the river.
Well, here's Max Anderson with one away. First pitch, low. Well, the one thing going for the Gatemen, while they're being out hit still 7-2, this Mariners team heading 184 heading into today. Obviously, that probably jumps up a tad. That went in there for a strike. 1-1 the count. But still, I mean, this is not an offense that is a true threat. A pitch fouled away out of play.
But more importantly, this is a Harwich team. You talk about them having 7 hits. Well, they've only had 1 since the top of the 4th. Cameron Weston, 4 innings of work, 1 hit baseball, no walks, 3 strikeouts.
A 1-2 pitch in there for called strike 3. Anderson goes down looking. 2 away in the top of the 8th. A big strikeout from Savino on the mound.
The bullpen work from both of these two teams has been strong so far tonight. Savino now 3 2/3 of work. Of course, not allowing any runs to the Gatemen after they scored 1 in the second and 2 in the third.
Well, Blake Wright will look to get something going with 2 away. First pitch swinging, hits that to center, not deep. Hardy now coming in, there to make the play. 1, 2, 3 go the Gatemen here in the top of the 8th. That's at the bottom of the 8th. So a 3-2 Gatemen lead. Stay with us. The Wareham Gatemen Broadcast Network.
Serving southeastern Massachusetts and Rhode Island, Office Technology Group has been the area's source for advanced digital multifunctional copiers since 2009. Call Office Technology Group at 508-858-5825.
Gibson Sotheby's International Realty is proud to sponsor the Cape Cod Baseball League, offering residential sales and vacation rentals across the Cape. We help you turn someday into right now. Each office is independently owned and operated. Sotheby's International Realty is a registered trademark.
Curry College is where you go to become anything you want. Curry prepares students to engage in successful careers with learning beyond the classroom. Explore undergraduate programs, NCAA Division III athletics, and continuing education and graduate studies, including fifth-year master's programs at curry.edu.
Bottom of the 8th inning. 3-2 Gateman. New pitcher on the mound for Wareham is Patrick Harrington. Making his 4th appearance of the season, has pitched in 3 1/3. They have given up 1 hit, 2 runs, both earned, a walk, and 3 Ks. Last appearance coming just 4 days ago. Three-two Gateman. Nobody on, nobody out. Bottom of the 8th inning. Top of the lineup due up. Be Goodwin, Lavari, and Wilkin. The pitch cut on a miss. 1-1 the count now. Well, getting ahead of batters has been the issue until just a few innings ago when Cameron Weston came out of the pen. The 0-1 fouled straight back. Now 0-2 now, and we've already seen it from Harrington, who quickly working ahead 0-2.
Harrington's been great in those previous 3 appearances, retired the first batter he faced in each of them.
Harrington, a right-hander out of Northeastern. A pitch that drops in for called strike 3, went to the off-speed and froze Goodwin at the plate. 1 away.
A beauty right there from Harrington. Off-speed, breaking ball that settled in the top half of the zone, just below the letters. The hitter, really, like you said, Alex, you had the best, I guess adjective would be the best word to use there. And it just froze it, and it did. He just dropped in his knees because he knew it, and that was it. Strike 3 call.
1 out in the bottom of the 8th. Here's Kenny Lavari looking to get something going. An offense that has just 1 hit since the 4th inning. That off-speed pitch drops in for a called strike, and Harrington again ahead of Lavari here 0-1. Lavari 1 for 3. Flew out in the first, singled in the third, and struck out swinging in the 5th. That one missing low. 1 ball, 1 strike now. The left-hander at the plate. Harrington, a native of Bedford, New Hampshire. Well, he understands that one, a grounded foul. He understands just what pitching in this climate is like. Ahead, 1-2. The left-hander at the plate in Lavari. Gateman up 3-2 here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Alex Feuz, Cade Crenshaw, and Claire Foley with you. Harrington deals a 1-2 pitch. That one chopped down the third base side. Foul. We'll do the 1-2 again. Nobody on, 1 away. The bottom of the 8th. The 1-2 pitch stays high. Lavari got high with it. Looked at that one on his tippy toes. No, 2-2 the count. A 2-2 pitch, fouled straight back. Like curve, and Lavari just got a piece of it. Trying to just stay alive. If he did it, would have been strike 3. Harrington set at the waist. The 2-2 pitch. Got him swinging. Back-to-back strikeouts on the mound. Now 2 away. The bottom of the 8th.
Packed Harrington's stuff is working tonight. That time fastball up and in. Just a beauty pitch as well. Harrington, along with Weston, we talk about how the bullpen can be a key in this game for Wareham. Alex, you hit the nail on the head right there. Exactly, that's been the case tonight.
Oh, 2 quick outs on back pitch in there for a strike. Oh, Harrington now ahead 0-1. Wilkins singled in the first, struck out swinging in the third, and grounded out in the 5th. Harrington made 15 appearances this past college season, pitching 74 innings, but struck out 81 batters in that span. 0-1. Just low, 1-1 the count. Nobody on, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th. The Gatemen have a 3-2 lead as Brock Wilkin steps out for a few seconds, now steps back in and gets a piece of that one, fouled straight back. But Harrington ahead 1-2. Harrington set way before Wilkin. Harrington in agreement with Campos behind home. The 1-2 pitch got him swinging. 3 up, 3 down, all on strikeouts. Here in the bottom of the 8th. We go to the top of the 9th. It's 3-2 Wareham. Stay with us on the Wareham Gatemen Broadcast Network.
Mark Deshays has been practicing law in southeastern Massachusetts for over 30 years. His primary focus is on all aspects of real estate law, including residential and commercial real estate transactions, commercial leasing, land development, land use and zoning law, and land conservation matters. If you need representation, call now at 508-993-2300. For sales and rentals of Caterpillar machinery, generators, and marine engines, visit MiltonCat.com, your area cat dealer. Milton Cat, the Cape and Islands Caterpillar dealer, is proud to be a sponsor of today's game.
The Gateway Tavern, located on Marion Road in Wareham, offers an extensive but not exhaustive array of menu choices. They search for the finest in foods, ranging from garden fresh produce to hand-selected seafood, and have special menus that change daily. The Gateway Tavern is proud to be the official helmet of the Wareham Gatemen.
Hausinger, Clark, and Fabian due up here in the top of the 9th. The Gatemen have a 3-2 lead. Alex Feuz, Cade, Crenshaw, and Claire Foley with you. First pitch to Hausinger in there for a strike. 0-1 at the plate now. Hausinger out of Xavier College. Pitch cut out and missed. Behind now 0-2. And a 3-2 gain that the Gatemen looking to hold on to this and win their first game in 4 days. A pitch, a deep drive to left. It will get down and go all the way to the wall. The speed of Hausinger will suit him well here. And he's in there safely with a lead-off double here at the top of the 9th.
Great piece of hitting for Hausinger. He goes Oppo Taco there to the left side of the ball field. And, you know, overall, I think for Hausinger, it was important for him to lead off this frame. You want an insurance run, and he's the best guy to do it. Not only to just hit for power there, but he puts himself in scoring position.
So in a game that can't go to extra innings, there are some Mariners pitchers quickly getting hot, as Savino on for his 4th inning of work and quickly in a jam. Hausinger on second, and Clark fouls that one out of play. 0-1. Hausinger on second, nobody out. Here in the top of the 9th, the Gatemen have a 3-2 lead. Savino looking back at second, now delivers a pitch that got Clark swinging, comes up empty, now ahead 0-2. Andrew Roddy, one of the Mariners pitchers, getting hot on the pen. Savino set at the waist. The 0-2 pitch to Clark. That one lined, and it will get down for a base hit in center field. They're going to hold Hausinger at third base, and now it's first and third with nobody out in the top of the 9th inning. Oh, we'll see if either the pitching coach will come out and buy some time for a team that had no one warming up until the leadoff double from Hausinger. And just like that, the pitching coach will, there's going to be a call in the bullpen here. And a big situation in the top of the 9th that this team that has lost 4 out of 5 games looking to stop the bleeding and keep it a 1-run game. Oh, the Gatemen in business, though. First and third, nobody out. It's the top of the 9th. Well, we'll go to a quick break, and we'll be back with a pitching change. Stay with us right here on the Wareham Gatemen Broadcast Network.
After the game, visit El Mariachi on Main Street for the best Mexican food in Wareham. The cantina provides a delicious late-night snack accompanied by fun cocktails.
Hey Gatemen fans, don't miss out as the Wareham Gatemen head to Worcester, Mass. to take on the Bourne Braves at Polar Park, the home of the Worcester Red Sox. This special game at Polar Park takes place Monday, July 25th with a 6:45 first pitch. Tickets start at just $10, so head to gateman.org to get yours today.
The 2022 Cape Cod Baseball League All-Star Game will be hosted by the Wareham Gatemen on Saturday, July 23rd. Join the CCBL's best as they take to the diamond in front of scouts from every MLB organization here at Spillane Field. Gates open at 2 p.m., Home Run Derby will begin at 5, and first pitch is at 6:05 p.m. Tickets will be available through the league and Gateman website. Well, we're in the midst of a situation. At top of the 9th, first and third, the Gatemen in business with nobody out, and there is a pitching change. New pitcher, the right-hander, Zane Probst, comes into a tough spot to inherit this sort of situation. In a 3-2 game,
Probst will have runners on the corners in a situation of a one-run ball game in the top of the 9th. Can the Gatemen do what was done to them last night and break through with an insurance run when it matters most?
and he'll face Derek Fabian here. 0 for 3 on the night, but, I mean, that's certainly a threat at the plate. First and third, nobody out. The Gatemen already have a one-run lead, looking to add to it by just putting the ball in play, which would more than likely score as Speedy Hausinger on third. We'll most likely see the infield once Probst finish up his warm-up pitches, come all the way in, looking for an out at home.
Number 37, Derek Fabian.
The men on the corners are. Middle of the infield, though, still on the dirt.
Well, a ground ball up the middle. They'll look to turn two and just look for the 2 outs. The first pitch, the ball gets away from Teal. Holding at third is going to be Hausinger, but moving to second is going to be Clark, and now you'll see the infield come all the way in.
I like that call from Harvey Shapiro not to send Hausinger there and more so put the focus on Clark because you know Teal's not going to make a throw while worrying about covering the plate.
Well, it puts so much more pressure on. Second and third now, nobody out. Here in the top of the ninth, a game in a 3-2 lead. Probst steals a pitch inside. Now 2-0 the count. The Gatemen yet to have a win in the last 4 games they've played, looking to stop that streak here tonight. Hausinger on third, Clark on second. Probst delivers a pitch that was grounded on the right side of the infield. Going to first is going to be Engelhardt over to Groover in time. No advancement from Hausinger at third. Oh, 1 away now.
And that's a tough way to end this game for Fabian. He falls 0 for 4 tonight. And that was a swing that I felt like he was just trying to find the barrel some type of a way, was eager to get a hit down and try to add on that insurance run we keep talking about and push what is a 3-2 lead to a 2-run ball game. But instead, he puts one in a bad spot. Hausinger has to be held up there at third, or else he's easily thrown out at home.
Yeah, it looked like Fabian tried to just pop it up almost, but the ball just got right off the end of the bat and a little squibbler over to second base. Well, here's Robertson, a pitch inside. 1-0 the count here. Robertson 0 for 3 on the night. Yet to have a hit and a Gateman uniform, and what a perfect time that would be. Second and third, 1 away. And they're saying that's a balk. How about that? That scores Hausinger. And just like that, it's now a 4-2 lead. Moving to third is going to be Clark. Here in the top of the ninth, and we'll see an argument here, obviously. A balk in a huge spot.
That's a big-time call, Alex. It's a situation right now where
by the home plate umpire.
Exactly, and it was a situation where I really did not see, a clear walk to say, oh, yeah, that's right. It's easily argued there, but I'm just not entirely sure about what the home plate umpire saw, but, of course, field manager Steve Englert agreed.
The Engler not too irate after that call. The pitch in there for a strike. Oh, what a one the count, and I mean, what a big insurance run on a balk of all things. Oh, 4-2 Gateman now in the top of the ninth. But another runner just 90 feet away. Robertson drops a bunt down, and it's a beauty. The play is going to be in time to get Clark, but Robertson advances to first safely. Now the fielder's choice. Interesting decision. Almost paid off.
Went for the squeeze play there on the bunt, and that would have been a tough throw to make at home for the pitcher to come up and throw back on it. But still, Clark tries his best to score, but like we said, he's not known for his speed and just couldn't beat the throw there.
Well, Robertson on first for the top of the lineup and Ryan Campos. The 2 outs in the top of the ninth. Campos swings and comes up empty on the first pitch he sees from Probst.
With runners at second and third, Alex, and 1 out, did we expect a balk and a bunt with a thrown out at home?
Absolutely not. Well, that's why you love baseball. Runner goes, and the pitch is going to get away from Teal behind home. Thinking about third, sticks to second is going to be Robertson. Oh, Robertson now in scoring position. That one almost hit Campos.
It really did. Campos had to dance out of the way of it. Unfortunately, Michael Robertson doesn't get his second stolen base of the season, as that'll be a wild pitch.
Well, Robertson definitely has the speed, and we've already seen it. Well, Robertson on second. 2 outs in the top of the ninth. It's a 4-2 Gateman lead. Campos at the plate. Probst now set at the waist. The 1-1 pitch. Up high. 2-1 the count. Well, the Gatemen get their insurance run, but in a way that no one really expected it to happen. A balk that scored to give the Gatemen a 4-2 lead as that one misses low. Now 3-1 to the lefty Campos with a red-hot Hogan Windish on deck. If you're Zane Probst, you want to get out of this inning right here. The 3-1 pitch, a chopper up over to third, and Lavari will throw to first base, and it gets away. Rounding third, coming home and scoring easily is Michael Robertson. Advancing to second is going to be Ryan Campos, and the Gatemen take a 5-2 lead here in the top of the ninth inning.
The train is off the tracks, and now it's down a cliff, Alex. The Mariners are falling apart when it mattered most in the top of the ninth. They've now allowed 2 runs, one on a balk, and then the second just now on an errant throw from third to first. But that's why you keep running if you're on the base paths with 2 outs. Ball's put in play, you're running until the final out is recorded.
Right, and you already got your huge insurance run. And here's Hogan Windish. Second error of the night for the Mariners. First pitch swinging comes up empty, 0-1 now.
Outside of a big 2-out rally right here, the Gatemen will be out hit tonight. And still in hopes, though, of the win. Like I said earlier on, Alex, the only category that matters on the scoreboard at the end of the night is who had the most runs.
Campos off second, 2 outs here at the top of the ninth. It's 5-2 Wareham. And Windish looks at that one, drop in, now behind 0-2 at the plate. The 0-2 pitch to Windish, got him swinging. But the damage done, 2 runs score in the top of the ninth to ultimately give the Gatemen a 5-2 lead. We go to the bottom of the ninth. Stay with us right here on the Wareham Gatemen Broadcast Network.
Tom and Jean Yockey were passionate about the game of baseball. Over their 7 decades as owners of the Boston Red Sox, the Yockeys greatly invested in youth and amateur athletics in our community. They recognized the important skills baseball can bring to players both on and off the field: cooperation, respect, teamwork, friendships, and confidence. The Yockey Foundation has been proud to support the Cape League for more than 25 years.
Joanne Stevenson with Berkshire Hathaway and Robert Paul Properties brings over 21 years of real estate experience to the South Shore and Cape Cod area. The Robert Paul Properties team not only specializes in coastal luxury properties, but proudly serves our veterans in their home search or sell process. Joanne Stevenson is your local, homegrown agent who knows the area and knows the market. Call Joanne Stevenson with Robert Paul Properties for all your real estate needs. Located at 155 Front Street in Marion.
Well, bottom of the ninth we go. Gatemen lead at 5-2.
Leading off the bottom of the ninth for your Harwich Mariners, the catcher from Virginia, number 33, Kyle.
It'll be Teal, McCarty, and Seidel due up the bottom of the ninth. Well, first pitch drops in for a called strike. Harrington back on the mound for a second inning of work. Struck out the side in the bottom of the eighth and looking to continue just purely pitching. That one. A deep drive to center, though. Back. Robertson on the track, and it'll go all the way to the wall. Rounding first and cruising into second. Robertson has a good arm, though, but the speed of Teal will beat out the throw for a leadoff double and the bottom of the ninth. The first hit since the fourth inning comes up big to look to continue in this ball game in the ninth.
The left fielder from Penn State Abington, number 11, Ryan McCarty.
Harrington's got to settle in the tying run on deck. This is now a save situation.
McCarty 1 for 3 on the night. And the pitch up high. 1-0 the count. From our vantage point, we can't see the Gateman bullpen. I would assume this is Harrington's game, though. Teal off second. And the 1-0 pitch popped him up. Clark running over and diving, but can't make the play. Oh, a long strike one of this at-bat. Or Ryan McCarty. And we'll do the 1-1. (5-2) Wareham here in the bottom of the ninth inning.
Pat Harrington's got to continue working the zone. 18 pitches, 14 strikes.
Harrington leans in, pitching out the stretch for the first time tonight. Struck out the side in the eighth, but a leadoff double by Teal. Went up high, 2-1 the count. Like you mentioned, Cade. Tying run on deck and Tommy Seidel. Teal off second, a decent lead. The 2-1 pitch incoming. That one, line to left, that will get down for a base hit. Stopping out third is going to be Teal, and it's runners on the corners for the Mariners with nobody out in the bottom of the ninth. And now the go-ahead run, or the tying run at the plate, and the go-ahead run on deck. That'll be the winning run. Well, here's Harvey Shapiro. Will walk out to the mound, and he will make a call to the bullpen. Teal on third, McCarty on first, tying run at the plate, and Tommy Seidel, and winning run on deck. We'll take a quick break on the Wareham Gateman Broadcast Network. Stay with us.
Red Shirt Fridays is a national program created to acknowledge, honor, and support our troops who put themselves in harm's way to defend our freedom. In support of this program, the Cape League teams will be wearing a specially designed red jersey every Friday. This week's special celebration of Red Shirt Friday is sponsored by Zypher Hats, Massachusetts State Lottery, and OT Sports. Support our troops and join us by wearing red each Friday.
Milton Cat is proud to support the Cape Cod Baseball League. From paving and landscaping to recreational boating and facility management, Milton Cat has the right equipment, parts, service, and technology to keep you working. Visit miltoncat.com to learn more.
Wherever you call home, from Boston to the South Shore to the South Coast to the Cape and Islands, Rogers Gray has you covered for all coastal homeowners insurance needs. Rogers Gray is a proud sponsor of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Learn more at rogersgray.com.
T-Mobile is proud to sponsor the Cape Cod Baseball League. T-Mobile is committed to serve those who serve, and that's why they go above and beyond for our active duty military and veterans. Visit your neighborhood T-Mobile store or T-Mobile.com to learn more.
Well, the Gatemen have a 5-2 lead, but have worked themselves into a bit of a jam here in the bottom of the ninth. Teal on third, McCarty on first, nobody out, and that is what sent Harvey Shapiro to make a call to the bullpen here late in this game, and in a crucial one to look to get back in the win column. He looks to turn to Cameron Wagoner, a right-hander out of Eastern Michigan, coming into one of the biggest spots he's seen, and now his third appearance on this season. He's appeared in two games so far, 3 innings, 4 hits, 6 runs, 2 earned, though, with a walk and 3 strikeouts. That sends up Tommy Seidel to the plate. He's 0 for 3 on the night. It's Kyle Teal on third and Ryan McCarty on first. The Gatemen do have A 5-2 lead in the bottom of the ninth. And a game that can't go longer than 9 innings, as the Cape Cod League is scored by a point system. The Mariners would love to either tie or win it.
It's 2 points for a win, 1 for a tie, and of course you get nothing if you're the loser.
That sends up Tommy Seidel, a clutch hitter all his baseball career. Teal on third, McCarty on first, and nobody out in the bottom of the ninth. Our first pitch inside, 1-0 the count. The right-hander at the plate. It's 5-2 Wareham, but the tying run at the plate in Seidel, and the winning run on deck in Gino Groover. Wagner deals a pitch that popped up out of play. 1 ball, 1 strike now to the righty Seidel. One ball, 1 strike on the right-hander at the plate. The pitch. That one hit the other way again, out of play. Wagner quickly out of the pen and ahead of Seidel, 1-2. If Seidel gets on or out, though, then Chase Engelhardt still due up this inning. He's responsible for the 2-run home run back in the second. Seidel, a chopper on the left side. It's going to be a tough play. Fabian will look to come home and make no throw anywhere. 1 run scores, and everyone is safe. Fabian froze, couldn't decide where he was going to throw the ball that he was hit by Tommy Seidel. Well, now it's a 5-3 Gateman lead with first and second. And still, nobody out.
Best case scenario, you induce a ground ball, put 2 down, and leave just 1 runner on the base pass. But Alex, we use the word insurance runs a lot in the top of the ninth. How big were they? Well, the Gatemen have a 2-run lead versus a tie game.
But the tying run on first. The winning run at the plate here. Wagner set out of the stretch. Still nobody out on the bottom of the ninth. The pitch of Gino Groover in there for a called strike. And the first time since coming out of the pen in this tough spot is Cameron Wagner. Ryan McCarty on second. And Tommy Seidel, the tying run, on first. Wagner comes set. The 0-1 pitch low. 1 ball, 1 strike now on the right-hander. Groover 5 for 23 on the season. No home runs and no RBIs. Looking to change that right here. The 1-1 pitch popped up out of play. But Wagner ahead now, 1-2. The threat on deck, though, is Chase Engelhardt. He's the one that had a 2-run blast in the second inning that, at that moment in time, put this Mariners team up 2-1, but have yet to have a lead since the top of the third. The Gatemen now lead at 5-3. The 1-2 pitch, grounder on the right side, could be 2. Hausinger sticks to the 1 at first to move up Seidel and McCarty. But 1 away now, the bottom of the 9th.
I like the decision from Jack just to go to first there. It's going to be a tough turn for him to make. Seidel got a good jump off the first base bag heading into second. You want the first out on the board.
Well, we'll see if they decide to intentionally walk Chase Engelhardt here or not.
It'll be the first batter this season the Gatemen have intentionally walked.
Engelhardt 1 for 3 with a 1 hit, a 2-run shot. Anything out of the infield most likely would score Seidel to tie the game. The pitch, a nasty breaking ball there, got him swinging. 0-1 now at the plate. McCarty on third, Seidel on second, 1 out here in the bottom of the ninth. The tying run in scoring position and Seidel at second base. The 0-1 pitch upstairs, 1-1 now. An offense right here, the Harwich Mariners that have not shown any life until really the bottom of the ninth since that second inning. The 1-1 pitch got him swinging, 1-2 now. Second and third, 1 away in the bottom of the ninth. Wagner ahead of the home run hitter of the night and Chase Engelhard, 1-2. A 5-3 Gateman lead. And Wagner now set. Kicks and delivers. A 1-2 pitch. Got him swinging. A big strikeout for out number 2. And now the Gatemen 1 out away from their first win in 4 games.
From Cincinnati, number 10, Cole Hardy.
That's a huge hitter to set down on a strikeout. Now we just need 1 out.
First strikeout of the night for Wagner, obviously coming in relief mid-inning. And here's Cole Harding. 0 for 3 on the night. Or, 1 for 4 on the night. A pitch in there for a strike. No, I was right. 0 for 3. Second and third, 2 away. The bottom of the ninth. Tying run on second. Go ahead run at the plate. And Cole Harding. Wagner deals the 0-1 pitch. In there for strike 2. Now Wagner and the Gatemen 1 strike away from what would be a huge win tonight. In Harwich, Massachusetts. Sun now completely set. Lights doing all the work. Wagner now set at the waist. The 0-2 pitch, fouled straight back, staying alive. Not only is Cole Harding, but also the Mariners' chances for a victory on a chilly Wednesday night here in June. McCarty on third, Seidel on second. 2 outs here in the bottom of the ninth. Go ahead run at the plate. The 0-2 pitch fouled away at home once again, and we'll do the 0-2.
Everyone in the Harwich dugout up on the fencing.
No balls, 2 strikes on the right-hander at the plate, and Cole Harding. He marks a winning run. Wagner now finally in agreement with Ryan Campos. Now comes set and delivers the 0-2 pitch. Popped up out of play. What an at-bat from Cole Harding. Fell behind 0-2, but battling and staying alive and keeping this game and the heartbeat up of this Wareham Gateman team.
Count sits 0-2, but the 6th pitch of this AB coming up.
Wagner now zoned in. Comes set. The 0-2 pitch got him swinging to end it. And just like that, the Gatemen break their 4-game losing streak. And what a win tonight. Ball game over. Gatemen win.
Good ball game overall, Alex. Top to bottom. You have to be pleased with it, and that's exactly what was the case tonight. And it feels good to be in the win column again.
Unbelievable performance from Cameron Wagner, who came into a tough spot. Nobody out here at the bottom of the ninth. with a tying and go-ahead run that was coming up to the plate, but Wagner battled through and worked to get out of a jam. Got Groover to ground out and struck out both Engelhard and Harding to end it and win it for the Gatemen. What a performance by this Gatemen team here tonight. An all-around team win. Final score, Wareham 5, Harwich 3. We'll take a quick break here now in the Wareham Gatemen post-game show. We'll come back in just a moment with thoughts and more, as well as our post-game player of the game interview with Claire Foley. Stay with us.
Curry College is where you go to become anything you want. Curry prepares students to engage in successful careers with learning beyond the classroom. Explore undergraduate programs, NCAA Division III athletics, and continuing education and graduate studies, including fifth-year master's programs at curry.edu.
The Wareham-based 80 Makepeace Company, founded in 1854, is the world's largest cranberry grower and the largest private property owner in eastern Massachusetts. The company supports organizations like the Wareham Gatemen and projects like the outdoor cranberry bog classroom that you may have passed on your way in. Visit admakepeace.com to learn more.
Reed Custom Soils is New England's leading provider of lightweight planting soil for green roof installations and is the exclusive New England supplier of stabilized stone dust. Reed Custom Soils services over 300 golf courses and provides unique blends to fit your needs, all by experienced precision blenders. To learn more about how Reed Custom Soils can serve you, call toll-free 1-800-924-5335 or head to reedcustomsoils.com.
South Coast Health Operators of Charlton Memorial, St. Luke's, and Toby Hospitals delivers an unmatched combination of clinical excellence with a personal touch. They are proud to serve as Southeastern Massachusetts and Rhode Island's only not-for-profit health system, as well as the region's largest employer. South Coast Healthcare, plus something more.
Well, welcome back to the South Coast Health post-game show. Alex Feuz, Cade Crenshaw, and as Claire Foley will find her player of the game. It shouldn't be too hard to find. We'll wait to find out who it is, though. What a performance all around. What a great team win. Again, final score tonight. The Wareham Gatemen defeated Harwich 5-3 to end the four-game losing streak. In a game that you will look at the box score. They were out hit 10-4 tonight. Harwich definitely had the upper hand. A lot of traffic on the base pass. But again, a crucial all-around team win. Wareham took advantage of the errors that were made, 2 of the night, and defensively for Harwich. Final pitching lines. Cravey went 3 innings, gave up 6 hits, 2 runs, both earned. That was a 2-run home run from Chase Engelhard, and that was the only run scored until the bottom of the 9th inning by this Mariners team. And he walked 1 and struck out 3 after facing the 15 Mariners. Cameron Weston went 4 innings, he had 1 hit, no runs, no walks, and 3 strikeouts after facing 12 batters. And Patrick Harrington is worked into a jam, but was relieved by Cameron Wagner, who got out of it and ultimately won them this game. So as Claire gets her player of the game, we'll hear from who she chooses, but what a great win. Again, final score, Wareham 5, Harwich 3. Now, as she gets her player of the game, we'll send it down to Claire Foley with her South Coast Health player of the game. Claire?
Thanks, Alex. Here with Cameron Weston. Cameron, 4 innings, only allowing 1 hit. What was your approach coming into such a close game?
I was just trying to get ahead, let my defense work. I was just trying to get early contact and have my fielders behind me get outs.
And what pitch in particular do you think was working best for you tonight?
All of them were working pretty good. I was able to get ahead with all of them, and the slider was working good to get people out in front. Fastball getting ahead early and getting ground balls, but just having the defense work was the biggest part of it.
And what does it do for your confidence to be able to have Coach Shapiro trust you to keep going back out there for more work?
Yeah, it just gives you the confidence to do it again. It's have the players behind me. It's just a good feel with the team to know that your coaches have your back.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Cameron.
All right. Thank you.
Back to you guys.
Well, Claire, I say thank you. And again, the key points that I took away from just hearing from Weston there was the defense. What a great defense that this Gateman team has, Cade. But also, Claire asked a great question. Which pitch was working for you tonight? And when she asked that, I was thinking his exact answer. All of them. Every single one of them was working, and that is how he got himself 4 innings, only giving up 1 hit and striking out 3.
It was a great night of work for Cameron Weston, and top to bottom for him, he's a player who consistently has performed for the Gatemen now. 7 innings of scoreless action out of the bullpen. He's shaping up to be the middle relief guy.
And a middle relief guy that the Gatemen desperately needed. That middle relief has been the most rocky piece of this Gatemen pitching staff and does the job tonight. Pitches more innings than anyone out of that pen here tonight, and what a crucial way to win. And the most important South Coast Health player of the game, the Gatemen stopped the losing streak at 4, back in the win column tonight, here from Harwich, Massachusetts. For Cade Crenshaw and our own Claire Foley, I'm Alex Feuz. Final score tonight from Harwich, Gatemen 5, the Mariners 3. Have a great rest of your night, and we will see you in 2 games.